You on black people's time, sir.
Oh man, what's good?
What's happening,
Right.
pimp?
Chilling.
All those fucking times you got at my ass and for being late.
You're late, Reg. You're late.
You're late.
You're late, motherfucker. 15-minute break.
Like, nigga, I'm just getting off work right now, nigga.
Nigga, I just got in the house, motherfucker, asking me for some food. Get on, man. Damn.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Not for real though. How you doing?
chilling, man. What's good?
What's good with you, homie?
Man, that was
Chilling.
we're
What's
just
up,
talking
Ashley?
about the fucking conversation, that video last night.
Oh man.
Oh, God. I missed
Yo.
that shit, man. I'm like, damn, I should have been on there.
See, I was surprised either Eric or Sean did not pop up and shit like that.
Sean, I know Sean would have said, so Sean would have been like, hold the fuck up, man. You know how Sean get down.
Yes.
That boy was going in on Diddy. He was like, he sold 400 million records. I'm like, he would have sold them many records without the fucking artist, dude. Come on,
Exactly. Facts. Facts.
Bad Boy Bad Boy only staying afloat because of Machine Gun Kelly. Everybody knows that, man. I'm gonna just put it out there.
He don't even promote for him.
Yeah, you can't even name an artist on Bad Boy besides MGK, and he's keeping that fucking company afloat.
Right.
You owe that man your life, dude, to keep Bad Boy relevant. Right. You ain't helped this. You ain't helped that man since his Lace Up album.
You don't even.
Even Machine Gun Kelly was recently talking shit about Puffy.
I'm glad he was saying shit about him. And I don't want none of you niggas saying this the white man trying to bring the black man down. How you gonna bring this nigga down when he almost a billionaire? Come on now.
Exactly.
All in the videos dancing and shit.
Right.
You know how did he get down? Come to death row, nigga.
What's up, Frederick?
No, one of you. No. Yo, what's up, Frederick? What's up, Cruz?
Shout out to that nigga Mark Nash for stopping by last night, my North Carolina brother.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yes, y'all. I'm lighting an incense.
Are we doing the collection thing now or after the review?
No, we're doing the review first.
Okay.
Is
Mickey coming on or what?
Mickey, she had some family bullshit she had to handle, so she's gonna by another time. Mike said he's gonna be a little late. BJ was on the chat, but since we were all taking so long,
get your ass in here, BJ. When it starts,
Did I scare him off?
We need that Jadakiss explanation, sir. It's been long overdue. You don't put that shit on the back burner like Stephen A. Smith's hairline. What? Get your ass in here, sir.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But he said he's gonna come back and shit.
Okay, you better.
Just to let y'all know, I do got a pussy appointment later on, so I'm not trying to stay longer than midnight. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, I understand. I hope you strap up too. Won't need no little Regis around here.
Oh yeah. Y'all know I'm brutally honest and shit. So
yeah, we know.
When I'm honest, I'm too harsh.
Well, I was going. I can hear you now. Well, I was gonna, but you know, once he bent that ass over, then I just went into like a shock. But you know, it is what it is, Eric. I'll be like, okay, sir. As long as I don't see you on Maury and shit, it'll be cool. As long as you ain't on Jerry Springer and stuff.
Man, trust me, I ain't getting no kids.
Yeah, that's what's up, man.
But this is what I was looking forward to all fucking day and shit. Right?
Me too, man. I ain't had shit else to do neither. Showing off these collections we have over the past couple of months, you know.
For real. I honestly am kind of intrigued about what y'all think about this album and shit. Mike, what's good?
Big Mike, what's up, homie?
Yo, Mike, come on if you're ready, man. I already sent you the invite.
Yeah, man, what's up?
I don't know how motherfuckers feel about this artist or whatever, but I just want to.
Is it somebody good?
You know who it is. I told you
who it is. I forgot. I might have forgotten.
It might have been a good thing because I don't want to know what the title is until Red said. So I might need to have amnesia too or something after this.
Right.
Shit. Sam said farts are better.
What's up with you with these nasty fetishes, sir?
I try to figure it out. I don't even know. I just let him fart away at this point.
Yeah. I hope
I
you
let
have some
Q
Febreze
talk
or something.
Tupac. I let Sam fart away. I let Ronnie send me news. I just let them do them at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But let me tell you, there was something I was gonna actually say too. So try you heard about Eric was telling me about the story about some guy in Ohio got shot 60 times or something. You heard about that bullshit?
Yeah, what was his name? He got shot by the cops, right?
Yeah, by the
Of course.
pigs.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that.
By the Cracker Patrol.
Man, the same shit over and over again.
That's why I've been telling
It's like,
folks to. That's why I've been telling black folks to get your gun license in your states and shit. Because when these motherfuckers try something, you at least want to have the advantage and stuff. See, everybody else and their mama can have guns, but when it comes to black people having guns and
They don't want
protecting
us.
themselves, they don't want black folks to have nothing.
Right.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's gonna be red done out here. You're gonna have motherfuckers falling out the skies from different countries and stuff.
Yep.
we're about to start in about 4 more minutes, y'all.
All right.
Okay, Mike said he's 10 minutes away. All right, perfect.
We was just in the chat.
Yo,
Yeah,
Q, what are you talking about, man?
Mike said he's on his way home because
Oh.
he was with his friends or some shit, but I already sent him the invite. As for BJ, I don't know where this nigga's at.
Moonwalk your ass back in here, sir. You need to pull up like Birdman on the Breakfast Club. I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Oh yeah, we can see that, Q. That's what's up. Cotton candy is good.
I lost my taste for cotton candy.
I haven't had
It's not the
candy
same
in
as it
years.
was
I can't
back
remember
when
the
I was
last
little.
time I had some.
I can't even tell you the last time I had cotton candy, let alone some fucking Kool-Aid. So you know, I don't know.
Fuck
It's
Kool-Aid.
been a long time since I had Kool-Aid.
Fuck Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid man gonna pull up on you. Oh yeah.
Man, I don't give a fuck, man. I throw some rocks at his glass ass and shit.
Hey, you'll do like Stewie, your Family Guy with the bat and shit.
Yeah,
Hell
then
yeah.
break him.
Evil Stewie.
Vanilla ice, cotton candy. Okay, now you can.
All right.
What?
I don't like I said, like they just have their own conversations. I just go with
I
them.
didn't just let them go. It's just like little kids on the playground. Just let them roam.
Right.
Just let them do what they're gonna do.
We here to talk music, talk shit. That's what we here for.
That's what's up.
Talking about y'all love Kool-Aid. That's nice. I hate it. I hate how my lips are red after I drink that shit, looking like Jimmy Walker and shit. Like
just like when you eat Fun Dips and shit.
yeah, like
I've never had Fun Dip.
I'm telling you, man, they got that cocaine sugar. It have these kids going hyper crazy, you know. So I can't even tell you last time I had that type of candy. I like the Pop Rocks though, but
I never
I don't
had
know.
Pop
I just
Rocks
stick to
either.
like basic candy and stuff.
no, Pop Rocks is my shit.
No,
Honestly, the only candy.
Yo, ain't no top. Oh, never mind.
My go-to candy would be them Airhead Extremes. I love them joints.
Oh, yeah, them things good as hell. You talk about the rainbow kind, the rainbow berry.
Yeah, the rainbow one.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, yep.
I haven't had those in a minute.
So this time we talking.
Let's see what you about to. Let's see what you about to say. Oh, okay.
Jamie Foxx, Pete this.
I said
never heard it.
I never heard of that.
I just heard
it.
But you were always like, you okay? All right.
I don't. He can sing. He's a good actor. I'm not. I would never was rushing to buy his albums though.
All I know is blame it on the alcohol. That's about it.
See, and I knew somebody was gonna mention that song. I knew somebody was gonna.
I know that album, and I know what was the other one? Intuition.
Infatuation.
Oh yeah, that one, yeah. Oh, and Unpredictable. That was another one I remember.
Those are the only two songs I know from him.
Would y'all be surprised if I said this was one of my favorite albums from him?
No, you done said some crazy things before, so I won't be surprised.
Well, let's get this shit over with.
Hold on. How many songs is it? I just want to know.
Oh, just 13.
Okay, that's what's up. 13. It didn't go overboard like certain artists.
Right.
Cough, Tyrese.
Yeah. We remember that album.
Black Tie. Excuse me. All right. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another fabulous episode of the surprise reviews / collections / show and tell / talking shit. It's your boy Reg in the fucking building. I got my homeboy, the instigator himself. Always never wanted to bite his tongue, Mr. Tribero.
Yo.
I got the lovely, the sophisticated Miss Ashley in the building.
What up?
And I got the realest one, keeping it always real and shit, Mr. Eric Johnson in the building, the Santa Claus himself.
Fuck you, nigga. But this what's up, man.
What? What? You be always coming through with the rarest shit sometimes. I'm not gonna hold.
Okay. My bad. I thought you talking about my bandana. These are FBA colors, sir.
No. He wasn't referring to that.
Oh, there's what's up, man. Yeah. No, I'm gonna correct myself. These are Pan-African colors because you know how they get down with the different, black elements and stuff. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I got the Pan-African flag and shit. I might just hang it up here and shit like that, honestly, too. Cause
a lot of niggas on Twitter be getting butthurt about that shit and stuff. I always thought of it as like a different part of like black people's flag. It's like the American flag, but it's like in like the African colors. Like people get real hectic about that shit. Like there's not the flag that represents black people. I'm like, we have different flags that represent black people. The maroon flag, the foundational Black American flag, like the Freedman flag. I mean, we got so many flags though, but it's different ones that just specialize in different things. So,
yeah, I might have to hang mine up in this room because God knows how long I'm gonna be up in my dad's at this point. But anyway, all right. So the album that we're gonna talk about today, just to let you know, it's not a classic album.
Of course,
it's not a known album.
Of course,
it's Jamie Foxx with his debut album. Not Unpredictable, but peep this. This dropped to 1994, July 19th to be exact.
The year I was born.
Yep, on Fox Music, which was like the Fox label and stuff like that too. Which I never even knew they had a label and stuff like that too. So.
They ain't promoted.
We'll talk about that. All right. This album came out with 2 singles, Infatuation and Experiment. Only 1 guest appearance, The Poets and stuff like that. Which was pretty much like a rapper and a radio personality. I want to say like in the Houston, where's she from? Where's homegirl from? Like the LA area. I'm just gonna say LA and stuff like that because they said she moved down to LA. But yeah, man. So Jamie Foxx, I mean, I don't have to tell y'all who Jamie Foxx is. Actor, comedian, producer, singer. I mean, we have to talk about how we got into Jamie Foxx. Let's start off with Try this time and shit.
I got into Jamie Foxx with in Living Color. Just him on that show and the different sketches he was doing. And I didn't even realize he could sing. I didn't really. I'm trying to think when the first time I actually heard him sing though. I don't know because it was like way after Living Color was going. You know, it wasn't with this album because I don't even remember no songs from this album when it came out. You know, and I want to say it was the joint he did with Ludacris. What was the name of that?
Unpredictable.
Unpredictable. Like,
Unpredictable.
yeah, that was the first time I heard him sing. Really, it was with that song, and then he just blew up with that album, and then the Blame It joint. But I don't remember when this album came out at all. And I was buying fucking records in was it '94? Don't
Yeah.
remember this at all. I didn't see no video for it, no promotion, nothing. But from In Living Color, then he became a singer, and that was like my intro to him.
Okay. All right. What about you, Ash?
Okay. I became familiar with Jamie Foxx when when a bunch of networks ran reruns of his show, the Jamie Foxx show. That's how I first got into him. I didn't know he was on In Living Color until BET aired reruns of the show on there. I The first Jamie Foxx song I've heard, I think, had to have been Unpredictable as well. And then my mom had one of his albums, the one that had Blame It on the alcohol. She
Right.
has that one.
Intuition.
And
Yeah.
yeah, that's the one. And I know acting wise, I mean, I've seen him in so many movies. I know I saw him in Ray, Rio, um, Django Unchained. I mean, who isn't familiar with this man's acting roles? And I did not know anything about this album. I mean, this album came out in '94, and that year I was born. So there was no way of me knowing about this album.
Respect. Respect. Eric, do you want to chime in and shit like that? I mean,
Yeah, I just remember Jamie Foxx from the Jamie Foxx show,
Hmm.
and him just being a iconic character on that classic show and stuff. And
yes.
I forgot what else I was about to say. The Ray movie too. He definitely had Ray Charles' soul in his body because that was a 5-star movie in my opinion. In
Yeah.
my opinion, nobody could have played Ray Charles but Jamie Foxx at that time.
Hmm.
I agree. My story is pretty similar to Ashley. I heard the name Jamie Foxx first from, of course, UPN. Y'all remember that
Yeah.
when they used to show syndicated reruns of the Jamie Foxx show.
Yep.
Right, I think it was like right after the Parkers or some shit like that. This is when UPN was really trying to get like the black era of UPN. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hmm.
And like I said, when I first watched Jamie Foxx show, I thought it was kind of corny at first. You know what I'm saying? But then over the years, I kind of came to appreciate it, the show. But I didn't really appreciate his talent till BET started showing In Living Color, which that was like my introduction to A Living Color and stuff like that too. I remember they used to play that shit like midnight and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? And like Jamie was always playing, like he's always known for Wanda, but honestly, I
Yeah.
loved Call the Tooth Williams, the boxer. I love Cornbread and Duke. I loved his impersonations and shit like that too. I feel like, I mean, y'all should know how I feel. I did a whole video and when I did a whole why the beef series, so I'm not gonna get too much in that shit. But yeah, man. When I first heard him sing, it was, of course, it was not this album. It was the Unpredictable joint. You know what I'm saying? Which very very dope album. I know certain people are asking me why I'm not talking about that album instead of this one, which I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But I definitely feel like Jamie definitely paid his dues. He's definitely a GOAT at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like what other hell, not even Eddie Murphy can successfully jump to singing and then acting and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like say what you want about Eddie, but low-key, he was a one-hit wonder with Party all the time. I'm just gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie,
Yes.
but
Yeah, you ain't lying. That's the
Facts.
only song I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. So let's take this before Kate Moss, before Ray, before I Might Need Security, before Jamie Foxx show, before Any Given Sunday, before getting his ass beat by LL, before In Living
Mm.
Color, before just before everything. Jamie Foxx, he was just like you can say like he was just like a struggling entertainer. He was born in Terrell, Texas, and shit like that too. He taught himself how to play the piano when he was 5 years old and shit like that too. Because originally he always used to like it's like from what I looked up, he was definitely into comedy and he was definitely into music. So when he was doing stand up comedy in his earlier days, he would always like make him laugh and shit like that. But then like towards like the last half of the show, he would always used to be in his piano and singing and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like singing like a lot of Prince songs. I know at one point he sang like the Brady Bunch theme song from what I looked up too, you know what I'm saying? And he would just be all soulful about that shit too. And so he changed his name. He changed his name in honor of Red Fox. Like that's how he named himself after Red Fox and shit too. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't have his big break until 1991 when he joined in Living Color and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like his breakthrough sketch was of course like the Wanda sketch. Just whenever I see him and Tommy Davidson together on In Living Color, I mean they were
Mhm.
just the dynamic duo at that time too. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy too because it was also around this show that he really wanted to show his singing and stuff. And he always used to ask Keenan if he could sing or the producers, and they always used to say, "Nah, just stick to the Wanda, just stick to the comedy and stuff like that," because they underestimated him singing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, um, ironically, the biggest irony of it all, the last contracted episode that Keenan Ivory Wayans, that was the first time Jamie Foxx sung because he did a version of This Christmas, and that was the episode when David Allen Greer, the Wayans, Kelly Caulfield, they were all wearing shades while everybody else was saying Merry Christmas to everybody. And then Jamie Foxx saying This Christmas. And honestly, my favorite singing he ever done on the show. I might laugh, but when him and Tommy Davidson, they did a parody of Jodeci's Lately and stuff like that. And you can already imagine how that goes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So also in 1992, he had another recurring role on another Fox show, Try's favorite show, Rock. By the way,
Oh Lord.
one of the greatest shows ever. I'm
Hey.
so you know. How,
I thought Taxi was the greatest show in
Oh
your
well,
Lord.
opinion.
yeah, Taxi is the greatest sitcom ever, but
Oh Lord.
I'm gonna say that for next Sunday. Next Sunday,
I only
I'm
like
gonna
the
say
intro because of Bob James. That's about it. I never listened to
see,
Taxi like that.
y'all need to stop sleeping on Taxi.
Mm.
Y'all would respect Taxi like
That's all I know.
Rather sleep in the
dun dun
taxi.
dun 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 dun. Okay,
Mm.
so y'all don't make me started this shit. So after In Living Color canceled in 1974, I mean excuse me, damn, 1994. Jamie, this was like in between where Jamie really wanted. Oh, I forgot. He made his film debut in 1992 as well. He appeared on Toys and stuff like that too, the Robin Williams movie and shit. Which LL Cool J also appeared on that, ironically, and stuff too. So that in 1994 happened, and then he had signed a deal with Fox, the Fox's label, and that's when he came out with the Peep This album and shit. His album cover, this nigga looks like the fucking devil and shit.
Mm.
nigga look, my nigga look all red suit, looking like he bought that shit from Suge Knight and shit. I mean,
Oh my god.
you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, when
So,
he said come to death row, he had to get one of those suits, man. He had to get down with the Bloods, homie.
Right.
the irony is he almost had it out with Suge Knight too. Ironically, people forget about that.
Oh wow.
I never knew that. Explain yourself, sir.
From what I looked up, first of all, Tupac is not involved. First of all, so
Thank
Yeah,
God.
Q, calm down, Q.
from what I looked up, I think Suge Knight bum rushed into one of his parties and some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I think Jamie wasn't having that because Jamie was a known shit talker and shit too.
He's
That's a
still
lot
a
of
shit
people see.
talker. What you mean?
Hell,
He still talk shit.
he still talks shit about every.
Yeah,
I'm your conscience. Y'all remember that shit?
right?
Y'all remember? Y'all
God.
remember when he talked shit about Miley Cyrus and Billy Ray Cyrus almost clapped at his ass?
Mm-hmm.
Man, Jamie
Tommy
Foxx would have
Davis,
super kicked that motherfucker. He don't want none of Jamie.
Tommy Davidson almost had it out with him too. People forget about that too.
Shit,
Yeah, Jamie came out the gate shit talking everybody and shit.
right?
But let's just talk about this. 13 tracks. Y'all know how we do. Get the shit started. Track number 1 is called Peep This. From what I got from this track, it's just people underestimating him singing and stuff like that too. Cause in the chorus he's all like, and that they do from In Living Color, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So personally, I fuck with this track right here. I feel like this song was pretty dope. Nice way to start off the album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it.
Yeah, it was cool. It was I like the beat. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't listen to this album.
Oh, you did?
No.
I'm just here for entertainment purposes before the collection video starts, so I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Same.
It's just you and me, Trash. Shit.
oh boy, and I just
Tag
heard
team
the
that
album too.
motherfucker. Tag team it. Whoop, there it
You
is.
said what?
I just heard the album too.
Shit, I just heard the album literally on my way home and shit. When I tell you this day has been crazy.
Okay,
Yeah. Track number 2, Experiment. Very dope track right here. Has a very futuristic kind of vibe to it. Definitely reminds me of something H-Town would have done on the Begging After Dark album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I fucking like this track. He had his one. Some of the lyrics, I'm not gonna lie, was kind of funny and shit. I'm not gonna hold you.
mm-hmm.
He had this one line where he said, what was the fucking shit he said? Girl, you won't be missiled. What don't you see? What don't you see you could? Yeah, that's literally how it is. Cause girl, it's like duh. You can take it to the head, baby. My eyes have seen the glory of your pleasure.
Oh man,
He was talking in like a southern slave slang at the beginning. I see what you was doing, sir.
But that Texas is that Texas talk, man. I'm telling you.
wow. Yeah, this is. I like the beat. I like mostly the production on here. It's like a New Jack Swing production.
Yeah.
On a lot of these songs, and yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, I definitely feel that beat is fire though. Oh, by the way, speaking of the beats, Jamie Foxx, he produced and he executive produces as well. And he had DeMonte Arnold and Victor White also on production. I don't know who they are. I think they're just some of his homeboys or some shit like that. So track number 3, Miss You. And this song was okay. I didn't really care too much for this track right here. It was decent.
This was decent. I like the beat and the way he sang on it.
Yes. Track number 4, Doghouse, featuring the Poetess and stuff like that. Yeah, this track right here again. Love the beat, love the production on this one and stuff like that. Y'all heard the term the doghouse and stuff like that too. Basically when you got your girl pissed off at you, your girl fucking pissed off at you and shit like that. You sleeping on the couch tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you try helping the couch tonight, you ain't getting none tonight.
Right.
Then you end up calling your side chick. Then it just get way worse because your chick just been listening to you the whole damn time. So you gonna be there for a little bit. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Right, and then she mad when she don't wake you up. She fucking wake you up and shit like that. Yeah, man. This track right here, pretty cool track right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was dope. Like it, solid track, nice beat.
A very lovely beat and shit like that.
Yeah,
Next track, probably my favorite track off this album, Infatuation. Very dope track. This is like the lead single off this album, and actually the song that made me want to check the album out. I
right.
remember I was actually on YouTube one time, right? Just randomly like listening to bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much I just saw this Jamie fucking Infatuation, so I'm just like, yo, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? So checked
Right.
it out, and definitely did a performance on the Arsenio Hall show and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? This is like one of the last episodes because y'all know Arsenio Hall show got canceled back in '94 and stuff like
Right.
that too. So yeah, man, this was a very very dope track. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about that one moment you falling in love with somebody, can become infatuated. I love it.
This is good. This is a single, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good. I liked it.
What's up, Mike?
Hey,
Mike's
what's
in the
good, y'all?
motherfucking
Yo.
building.
So,
Yo.
homie.
What up? What up? What up?
It's good.
What up, man?
Yeah. All right. Raw footage said the poet is became a host later on Jamie. I knew that name sounded familiar. Okay, appreciate that, Raw. Appreciate that. All right. Track number 6, "Baby Don't Cry." How many fucking R&B songs had this title and shit like that?
Right. And rap
Baby,
song.
baby. Right. You know what I'm saying? This song again, I feel like the beat kind of saved that song and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel
Right.
like it was pretty solid track.
Right. This was dope. This was dope. I enjoyed this.
Oh, wow, try you actually enjoying a lot of this shit from this album.
The album is. I like the production. I mean, Jimmy could sing. He good.
Okay, sure. Okay, this not like Velvet Underground and shit. Talking about fucking orgies with transsexuals.
Yeah. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you was thinking with that last album y'all did,
Hey.
because there was some Illuminati shit that they was talking on there. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
I was just trying to expand your minds and shit.
If I wanted my mind expanded, I can listen to Jimi Hendrix and act like I'm
Right.
off acid or something. I don't want to go that far.
Shit.
Facts.
Honestly, yeah, fuck it. Track number 7, "Precious." Like a New Jack Swing kind of song and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty okay.
Yeah, this was good. Nice beat. I like the way Jamie sang it. You know, it's one of my favorites on here.
Yes. All right. Track number 8, "Your Love." Again, how many motherfuckers had a song called "Your Love"?
Right.
Anyway,
Nicki Minaj.
yeah, Natalie Cole.
Right.
Honestly, I didn't really care for this track right here. Honestly, I feel like the sentimental ballads was kind of like the weakest points off this album and shit.
Right.
Track number 9,
alright.
"Summertime." Oh, you said what?
It was alright.
Yeah. And I did like the groove a little bit. The groove had a nice groove to it. Then we got "Summertime." You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope one. This could have been a single too, but again, there was a lot of "Summertimes" and shit like that was on the air. A lot of motherfuckers did "Summertime" and shit too. So
This was dope.
you said what?
This was good. This was good.
True. Honestly, I'm just gonna be real with you. I didn't care for "If You Love Me" and "Don't Let the Sun." I didn't care for that one.
Okay.
And I did like "Light a Candle" though. "Light a Candle" was a nice way to end off the album and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so overall, this was a good album. still trying to find his groove and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, next to Unpredictable, I do like this album. Definitely has like a lot of dope production on it, like a lot of New Jack Swing mixed with some G Funk, a little bit of futuristic kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll give this a 4 out of 5. I'm not gonna lie, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I like the production. Production was good. You know, Jamie could sing. You know, I'll give it a 4.
Definitely. All right. Now, dun dun dun. Y'all ready for this?
Dun dun dun.
All right. So we now we're about to do the collection. You know how we do it. We always show fucking 2 albums. You know what I'm saying? It can be a CD, vinyl, movie, comic, whatever. It's gonna start with me, then Ash, then Try, then Eric, and then Mike and shit like that. So we
Dun
show
dun
two
dun.
two products each. Now, mind you, I have one album I want to save for last because y'all not gonna believe what I just found and shit. But
Something
I'm
good?
gonna start it off right here.
Dun dun dun.
It has to be. He's saving it for last. I hope it's good.
All right. So
Facts.
so this artist, we did a review on this album not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? We waited forever for this album and
Dun
shit
dun
like
dun.
and okay. And honestly, it's a controversial album these days. Kendrick Lamar and Mr. Morales.
Oh shit!
And
Already.
That's
yeah,
controversial.
yeah, it's controversial.
Already you
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
All right, that's
Yep.
what's up. Shout out to
All
Kendrick.
sealed.
We done heard
All
more
sealed.
worse controversial albums than that though, but I don't know.
Well, people are saying it's controversial because Kodak Black was on the album.
Oh, that
Stuff
crunchy
like
Negro, I understand.
yeah. This album came out May 13th. Very dope album. We did a review on this. You know what I'm saying? Is it as good as Damn? Honestly, no, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's just respectful work and stuff. You know what I'm saying too. Uh, like we mentioned, Eric, no track listing in the back. You know how these motherfuckers try to do that.
Of
Ain't that
course, these
shit?
niggas got amnesia of not putting their track listings on the album
Weekend.
like they used to.
The weekend.
Oh, don't get me started on Abel. You lucky I don't know your middle name. I'll just say that, but I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Shit. Yeah, man. We done a review on this one. Very dope record. All right, I'm gonna get a vinyl this time. Oh, okay, cool. All right, this next record. This was a famous R&B group that definitely made an impact in a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? We actually talked about a lot of the albums and stuff like that too. It's Parliament with the Motor Booty Affair.
Nice.
This came out in 1978. Very, very, very dope record. You know what I'm saying? This Eric record was known for songs like Aqua Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Which that's been sampled a lot in G Funk and stuff like that too. You know, Liquid Sunshine, Mr. Wiggles. Very, very good, dope album. To me, probably the last great funkadelic album and shit like that too. Oh, my fault. Let me get rid of this album. Yeah, last
Dun
great
dun
album and
dun.
stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely has an underwater theme to it. I fuck with this shit. This is Parliament Motor Booty Affair.
Okay, my first one, been wanting to get my hands on for a long time. I'm grateful that I was able to get it when I did. Monica's "The Boy Is Mine."
Classic.
Ooh,
All right.
I love that.
fuck it
joint.
up.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a long time, but yeah, thankfully, I think I only paid like $6 or $7 for this, so not expensive at all.
Nice.
Yep, I'm definitely gonna play it one day. So my next one is another album by an artist that we've known since the '90s, none other than Mariah Carey's "The Emancipation of Mimi."
Classic.
Classic. Love
Yeah,
that album.
I got the special edition of this. So I guess the original track listing has, I think, 14 songs, and this one has 18.
Dope.
Yeah, yeah, because they include "Don't Forget About Us." Yeah, "We Belong Together" remix with Jadakiss and Styles P. A track with Jermaine Dupri called "Making It Last All Night." What It Do. "So Lonely" one and only part two with Twisted. Those are the bonus tracks on this album.
Dope. Is it my go?
It's
Mhm.
on you, buddy.
All right. First up, I got just released this year. Love this jazz artist. And I love his compilations. He's on his number 3 right now. Robert Glasper, Black Radio 3. Phenomenal album. You got D Smoke on here. You got Common, Q Tip. Nice mix of jazz and R&B. And I like these other two, Black Radio and Black Radio 2. Everything this man has been dropping has been fire though. I'm actually going to see him in October at I think it's at the Blue Note in New York City. So I'm looking forward to that. And shout out to Rob Glasper. And Reg hit me off with this legendary artist that I never had none of his albums. I don't know why I never
Oh
bought none of
shit.
his albums. Definitely a legendary guitarist and yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Electric Ladyland,
Oh,
classic album, Voodoo Child, and that was one of my favorites. And you got Course Down Traffic, Little Miss Strange, a classic album. His last album before he passed away actually. And yeah, love Jimi Hendrix. Now I got to get the other Jimi Hendrix albums, but appreciate this, Reg. Thanks.
what's
Yeah,
up,
you know I
Greg?
got you.
All right, we're going
I'm
to
trying
the
to be like
Detroit Underground. I'm about to hit y'all with one of the darkest albums in hip hop history. I showed one of these groups' albums before. It was an Esham CD, but he's with his group now, Nodis, which means niggas against time and space. And I'm telling you, man, this is
Ooh.
least the top 5 deadliest, darkest albums of all time, man. You can just tell by the album cover. And we're going with Nodis, Do You Believe in God? Released in
Ooh.
1995. This shit right here, boy. Oh, I'm telling you, man, when I showed y'all Booming Words from Hell last time, God knew I was going to hell. So, I might as well just keep listening to Nodis and just be ready for the ride.
Right.
You got the track listening right here. Nodis, Pop Pop. I definitely could have seen Bone Thugs and Harmony do that song because it definitely got a Bone Thugs and Harmony type flow, especially with the hook when you like listen to it. Definitely a deadly demonic sound. I think Esham was the main contributor of the production on this album. Midnight, fire ass album. Torture, featuring Dice. We Almost Lost Detroit. I could have seen that as a music video too. I Don't Care, Fuck the World, The Night Is Mine, Sunday School, and No Fault Insurance. But overall, classic album in my opinion. One of the darkest, deadliest albums in the Nodis discography. Between this and Multi King now, which came out in '97. Nodis, Do You Believe in God? And oh yeah, this is not for the kids listening, so you might as well just listen to this when your parents are asleep or something. So yeah, and have you a Bible
Yeah,
too,
that.
because you're gonna need it after you listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, man. That is literally is the darkest album in hip hop
Mm.
history, in my opinion. No album came close to that.
All right, we stand on the Nodis Esham tip. We going back to 1994. I think this is his. I think this is his third album, if I'm not mistaken. If we going with Esham, Closed Casket, another fire album coming from a holy one who put the Detroit rap scene on the map when it comes to the wicked shit. The eulogy, that's a nice ass intro. If you ain't heard of that, it's taking Richard Pryor's one of his stand up comedy specials I think it was the one where he was talking about the preacher being in the church. He was telling the chick, you can't sell no pussy in here. If you do, I want to cut. Yo, the wickedest shit never die. My homie got shot, mental stress, brainwash, chatty ass niggas, featuring Nodis, slug from a 45, flatline, I don't owe you shit, therapy, would you die for me? Crazy ass song. I could have seen that as like a interlude track or something, but it's a full song. 24/7. I glad when you be dead. I'll be glad when you dead. That instrumental and that production is just crazy, man. But overall, another dark album coming from Esham. Definitely get it if you can. Definitely a rare CD when it comes to the Detroit underground scene. And like I said, with the Nodis CD, when you listen to these albums from Esham and Nodis, you're gonna need you a Bible and some holy water after. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Facts.
All right, it's on Eric. I mean, not Eric. On Mike now.
All right. So this one I have probably one of the best like movies of all time, like one of the best like sagas of all time. This is the 50th anniversary of the Godfather trilogy.
Classic.
Oh
Um,
shit!
this is a 4K edition, and I love the first two. The first two movies are like my favorite. The third one I had so many problems with. Like, I'm not
Throw
saying
that
that.
shit away. Only the
Yeah,
first two.
I,
Only the
I,
first two.
I'll just give it away because the one scene I loved was the fact that Sophia Coppola she died in that one. Like I
Yeah.
honestly, her acting was like the main problem with this movie. Honestly, but I don't know. It was just like so many like miscasts. Like Andy Garcia. I wasn't convinced of his performance. Al Pacino, I thought he was good. I thought the OGs I thought was really good, but it was just like it. I don't know. Like they didn't like. I don't know. To me they didn't put much thought into the third one, but
Right.
the first two are classics, and this is one that I am going to be reviewing on my channel.
The
And let
whole
me
the whole
join you if you
trilogy?
do that.
Huh?
The whole trilogy or just part one?
The whole trilogy, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, the
Let me.
second
Cause
one,
I love Al.
go for it.
I was saying I even felt Al Pacino overacted in that movie. I'm sorry.
You say he overacted.
Yeah, some parts he overacted and shit. Like,
You talking about in the third one?
yeah, the third one.
I strongly agree. I I thought he was good, but yeah, at times I see where you're coming from. He overacted and stuff, but I don't know. Like the third one, like I have problems with it. I almost don't even want to review the third one, but I'm like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and do it. So this other one, this is also basically a trilogy, and this is one of my the first one will always be my favorite. It is the Karate Kid, the three movie collection on 4K.
Yeah.
Dope.
The
Wax on,
first
wax off, Danielson.
Yeah, it's exactly. The first one I thought is a classic. You know what I'm saying? The second one I thought was good. You know, like a nice change of pace. Like the third one I had problems with.
Is
The
that the
only
third one with that white chick? The third one?
Hillary
No,
Swank.
that was the
no,
next
that
one.
was the fourth one.
That was the
Oh,
fourth
okay.
one.
Okay.
But like the third one had like Terry Silver in it.
Yeah.
I thought he was like the saving grace of the third one because otherwise the third one would have been boring
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, like the overall like the trilogy, I love the trilogy of these. Now I don't know if I want to get the fourth one. I'm not. I don't know.
Don't
I
do it.
guess. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've watched it on Netflix, and I sat there. I'm like, what am I watching? Like it was, it wasn't the same. You know what I'm saying? Like what it Hillary Swank, she was just too whiny, just too like she was just too. Oh my god, she was irritating. So
And you know what?
yeah,
They got all the characters back for Cobra Kai.
yeah.
She's coming back for Cobra Kai for the new season.
Oh, is it official?
Well, they alluded to it, but I'm like, yeah, she's really the only one that's missing from the show. Everybody else came back.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she'll
yeah.
be in it.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll come back.
Alrighty. All right. So this next artist, pretty much, there was a duo that shook up the hip hop game in the mid 2000s. I had a choice between either getting this one or Eddie Murphy's '89 album, so I picked a logical choice. Gnarls Barkley Sent Elsewhere.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Mm.
this came out in 2006. Very dope album. For those who don't know who Gnarls Barkley are, they are CeeLo and Danger Mouse. They were best known for that song "Crazy," which to
Yeah.
this day one of the all-time greatest songs ever. The video too was just unbelievably great and stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Smiling Faces was dope. You know what I'm saying? Who Cares was a single. Yeah, this was. I'm not even gonna hold you. This is CeeLo's best single album he's ever done. Like it's the
I,
best
I
work.
love I love Lady Killer. Lady Killer to me was his best, but that Nas Barkley album was fire though.
Yes, we definitely got to talk about this one. And yeah,
Yeah.
I almost got Eddie Murphy's '89 album
Mhm.
and shit like that too, just for fuck. Cause it was like $3 and shit like that. I was like,
Right.
it was only
Mm.
Oh
$3, but
yeah,
then I
you
was
can't
like,
beat that the crackhead prices.
yeah. But then I saw this record, I was just like, and this is the first time I've seen this album in stores and shit too. So yeah, man, Gnarls Barkley. Definitely expect a review on this very soon. This album I believe is out of print too, which is surprising because
Yeah.
this album was big as hell. Okay. What am I going to pick out of my treasure chest? What comes will leaves the rest. Now I have like about 3 or 4 albums from this artist and shit. And honestly, I'm so glad I got this particular album. This artist is pretty much known as the mother of Christmas and stuff like that now and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Mariah Carey.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I knew
But
you talking about when you said Christmas.
this Mariah Carey with her second album, Emotion.
Mm.
Yeah, I
Very
have that album. I
dope,
have that one.
Yes.
very dope album, in my opinion. But she was screaming a lot on this fucking record. Like when I say she was
And-
screaming on this album, not like Jennifer Hudson screaming, but
Right.
this was
Right.
this was like her Motown-esque kind of album shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Singles album is known for are Emotions, Can't Let Go, and Make It Happen. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? A lot of people love this album, but a lot of people dislike this album too. You know what I'm saying? Mostly because like because mind you, this was still the Tommy Mottola era and stuff
Yeah.
like that too. When it comes to that era, honestly, I do prefer the debut over this one, but this one has some heat too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Hell, and it's crazy too because this record really got her on Soul Train and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because like I know Can't Let Go definitely was a huge hit and shit too. So yeah, expect some more Mariah Carey albums. This is Emotions, 1991. I think this album is actually out of print too.
Mm.
Yep.
All right.
I was on you, Ash. Yeah.
Okay. All right. My next one I got from a very, very underrated female R&B group. who was on MJJ Productions back in the day.
Uh,
Brownstones from the Bottom Up.
classic,
Oh,
classic
Mhm.
album.
Mhm. Yep. I remember growing up, my mom had some of their songs from this album on a mixtape too. So I remember listening to some of those songs, and ever since then, I've been wanting to get my hands on their album, and thankfully, I got it. Of course, they had songs like "If You Love Me," "I Can't Tell You Why," um, "Grapevine." You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because
They
their
back out.
sound, their sound to me is pretty much a mix of R&B and gospel. Yeah, and I love
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, and rest in peace to Maxie, who passed away a few years ago.
Uh-huh.
yes.
Yeah. Okay, my next one is another album that I've been wanting to get my hands on from a long time. We know this woman who has a string of hits stemming all the way back to the 80s. None other than Madonna's debut album.
Yeah.
Great
Yes.
album.
Mm-hmm.
Back she was
Yeah.
back when she was looking like a 5-star chick.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get my hands on this for a minute. Because a lot of times when I was trying to look for this, they had it overpriced like crazy. But thankfully, I was able to get a good deal on this. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much I got majority of her stuff from the 80s until I want to say 98. But after that, I don't have nothing else since that era.
Uh-huh. Yeah, her 2000 stuff was hit or miss.
Yeah, that's why I'm skeptical about her
Yeah.
2000 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Because I
Hard
think,
Candy, but I still ain't never listened to it. So
Arcane is
oh,
good. I
really?
bought that one. That's a good album. But
okay.
she had the Neptunes and Timberland did the production on that.
What's the name of that one?
Hard Candy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one was good. I
Mm.
enjoyed that. All right, I got shout out to next on the Aux podcast. The homies on Instagram that they were running a contest. End up winning a contest for this album. Twisters 2004 Kamikaze. Dope
Trash.
album.
Yeah.
You didn't like it? You didn't like
Hey
this album?
man.
With slow
Trash.
jams, overnight celebrity. Come on, man.
Trash.
Album is fire.
Let me be your manager.
I, I, I,
Because
I'm a tongue twister adrenaline rush fan.
Adrenaline
I,
Rush was dope. I like the stuff that Ye did for Twister though. You know what I'm saying? Like Slow Jams was a huge hit. You know, and
Yeah, it
yeah,
was.
Overnight Celebrity, that was a joint. So Sexy. You had Sunshine. Love it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
And shout out to Eric. He sent me the Dynasty album. You know, they had like so many joints and it changed the game. You had I Just Want to Love You, You, Me, Him, Her. Classic album, man. Appreciate it, Eric. Thanks.
You're welcome, man. I wouldn't mind if they did a tour off that, so that would be nice. All right, we
damn,
going
y'all
to
really do love
Brooklyn with this
kamikaze.
one.
Kamikaze was
Stick.
dope. You didn't like it?
I never liked kamikaze.
You never
I
liked
got so
Kamikaze?
tired of I got so tired of slow jams after a while.
You don't like Kamikaze. You don't like the Lord willing. What are we gonna
Here
do
we
with
go.
you, sir?
Facts.
Q Q said, "What makes the album trash, Reg? Mostly the production was watered down, way watered down and shit, in
Mm.
my opinion. Twister did good on the album. Like his lyric, Twister was always great, but I almost don't like it mostly for the production. Some of the songs was a bit too commercial for my taste. I mean, yeah,
I wish that Repentance album would have came out. It would have been cool too. All right, we going to Brooklyn fucking with this one. I've been looking for this shit for years. I don't know if I showed this or not on one of my last collection videos, but this shit is really hard to get, and I'm so disappointed with how the way this female artist has changed over the years for the worst, in my opinion. When y'all look at this album cover, it will just give you like fun memories of this lady just being a beautiful person. But now she just
Okay.
look, yeah, look Kim hardcore.
Oh,
Classic.
Oh, you got the vinyl.
Her best
oh
album.
wow.
Still her best album.
Yes, you don't know how long I've been wanting this shit. Discogs, y'all are some creepy motherfuckers. Y'all would be shocked with how many years and days I have looked for this album. I got it on eBay for $60. Now that was a cheap price. Now
Whoa! You got it for
I
60?
wanted to. I got this for
Nigga, I could have gotten
$60.
that
It's
shit
brand
for
new too,
cheaper.
sealed.
Oh, damn.
Hey.
Is
I
that the
mean,
reason
hey,
why?
I did layaway payment, so I just didn't pay it like.
Oh wow.
Now it ain't the re-release. It's the '96 copy.
Though? She needs to release that
But
on
yeah,
like
I
a
don't even got to go to like the track listing. You already know what it is. Yeah, what you saying?
Now I was saying you would think she would have released that on like pink colored vinyl or something by now.
Yeah, she got it on pink color vinyl, but it's cocaine prices, so I had to go with the standard
Right.
black vinyl. I know Mickey will be disappointed in me because pink is her favorite color. So
Yeah.
don't scold me, Mickey. If you look at this, let's see. All right, this next one is coming from a really good artist. I hope she come out with her sophomore album this year, at least. Her debut album is very good. This is a single, and we're going with SZA, Good Days.
Ooh.
10-inch color vinyl, yellow.
Nice.
This was really hard to get
Nice.
to. I like the album cover, but I just don't like the tattoos like on the picture of her being a kid and stuff. She's definitely on some Lil Wayne shit, which I really don't want her to do. We got enough niggas out here with tattoos on their face and stuff. I don't want her to start doing that, but classic song in my opinion, and I can't wait sophomore album to come out. I mean, LMI just dropped her album, so we definitely need you to come out. You know,
Right.
I'm tired of
Right.
listening
I'm
to
tired of waiting.
I'm tired of listening. Yeah, I'm tired of listening to CTRL. It's been 5 years. You need to get on your shit, scissors.
I'm tired of the weekend. My man.
Hey, I ain't tired of the
That
weekend now. We gonna.
I mean,
I
I love the
understand, sir.
weekend though, but I
I
got
had that
Yeah,
tired.
I
album
understand
too.
though. Yeah.
Frederick, I got the day after album from Twister. That was a good one also.
Was
Fred, you
that
don't
the
like
album
that?
in '05?
Yeah, it was like 05, 06. It came out.
Okay.
He was already with Rockefeller at that time.
Oh yeah, he was at Rockefeller.
Yeah, he was with
I
Rockefeller.
would have never known that, but I did know that he was on the I think the Paid in Full. I forgot what that mixtape vinyl was or something. I forgot what-
He was on the Dream Team album.
Yeah,
The
the
Dream
Dream
Team album.
Team compilation album. Yeah.
He was on
Mm.
All right, so this next trilogy, I'm gonna be honest with you, like there's not too many movies I could say I can't find anything wrong with it. Like each movie, like either got better or they're like just as equal as like the first one. And this one is Back to the Future.
Classic.
Back to the Future
My
one,
favorite 80s
two,
film.
three.
I love that one.
Yes.
Now, the Michael J. Fox. Well, originally it was an actor named Eric Stoltz. For those of you who don't know who Eric Stoltz is,
Mhm.
he's from the movie Mask, not the Mask with Jim Carrey, but a movie he did back in 1985 called Mask. And originally he was up for this role, and he almost had it. And the only
Right.
reason why is because Michael J. Fox at that time he was doing Family Ties, so he couldn't exactly get out of
Mhm.
like his contract or whatever.
Right.
But they they wanted him so bad because he was the perfect actor to do it. So blown a hole. They let them do this movie, and I'm glad they did because I like the chemistry between him and Christopher Lloyd. I think that's what makes the movie. I think, and I love the supporting characters, including Crispin Glover and Leah Thompson. And this one I have to rewatch again. But you know what though, like this is like probably one of the best like trilogies I think of all time. I think it's very underrated. I think this should have got like several awards. At least, yeah, they should have got best picture. At least the first one, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Now this next one, and this is actually Reg's favorite movie, Love and Basketball.
Oh Lord.
Oh, get the fuck out.
Wow.
Okay, you got me.
Wow.
You got me.
Wow.
Oh man! All right, so this is a movie that I saw this on cable like a while back, and I picked it up recently. I wanted to like revisit it again, and the more I watched it, the more I fell in love with it. And I like movies.
Thank you, sir, for putting some respect on Love and Basketball name, unlike
Thank
some
you.
people.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, it's not too many black contemporary love stories. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like good casting, good direction, the writing I thought was good. I mean, it's not an Oscar worthy movie, but to me, it's like one of those. It's one of those like feel good like type of movies. So I loved it for what it was.
I felt sick watching it. Damn.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Shame on you, sir. Shame on you. He said, "I feel sick." Damn. It wasn't like you were watching baller blocking.
Mm.
Oh,
I'd
man.
rather,
It's just-
Lord.
I'd rather watch Secret Agent Soul than that one, honestly.
Wow.
Secret Agent. Oh
Okay.
Lord!
Mm.
Wow.
Come on, William jumping off that airplane is comedy, man.
Oh my God. What about the end of the movie? They was all like dancing to that one doggone song. Right.
Jesus Christ, this man here.
Oh, man.
Oh, when I tell you that
Goddamn
movie is
Reg.
so bad, that movie is so bad it's good. It is so underratedly bad and shit. Like
Right.
What movie y'all talking about?
Secret Agent Double Soul.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah,
Me
Billy
neither.
D. Williams in it. It's in it. It's on YouTube.
He should just stick to doing Coke 45 commercials. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
y'all need to stop putting some respect on Billy D. Williams.
Hey, he was Denzel before Denzel.
Thank you.
Facts.
All right. Hell, I might watch me some of that shit. I felt good watching that movie. Shit. Anyway, so this next album is one of Tri's favorites as well.
Oh, wow.
It's a recent album from one of the
Shit.
folks in hip hop.
That means I don't like it.
I got this album on vinyl. It's Nas, King's Disease 2.
Oh, Lord. Why? Why did you get that? Why did you get that?
Yeah. When I thought
Yeah.
one was good,
Mm.
when I heard King's Disease 2, son, I'm
Ooh.
Nasir. This might be another classic for you in the years to come. I'm just like Nasir. Like, what the fuck? Where was
King
this at
Cobra
when Nasir
Escobar.
came? Like,
Kill him.
oh my god! I mean, we did a review. We did a review on this album. Like, Let's Go East, EPMD 2, Store 1.
No
Oh my
phony
God.
love
I
with
tell you,
Charlie
Hit
Wilson.
Boy-
Come on
Hit Boy
now.
did his thing. Come on!
Nigga.
Come on! Come on.
He's
Hit Boy
arrested.
did his thing on this one. Yeah, mine's just on vinyl too and shit, all sealed up.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the
That's
Magic album on vinyl too.
Magic was a good
that's
album.
better. That's better than the whole King's Disease. Yeah,
That's a better
I
album.
love Magic.
I
I
ain't
agree
gonna
on
argue with
trying
that.
that one. That is.
I just pre-ordered that,
But
so I had to get that before it sell out.
Yeah.
Facts. I. This from one of the most energetic soul singers of all time. Bobby Womack worked with them.
Nice.
Wilson Pickett with "I'm in Love." This came out in 1968. Everyone knows Wilson Pickett for "In the Midnight
Yep.
Hour," "Mustang Sally," and stuff like that. You know, one of his albums in my collection and stuff like that. I have to relook at it again too, but I think it's called "The Wicked Wilson Pickett," some shit like that. I want to say this album's only single was "I'm in Love," which he was working with Bobby Womack, and y'all should know. Bobby Womack pretty much was blacklisted after marrying Sam Cooke's widow and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So he worked with Wilson Pickett. His popularity started getting back up when he was working with Wilson Pickett and shit too. So I haven't heard this album honestly. This was mostly like a blind buy. So Wilson Pickett, "I'm in Love," 68. That one was reissued back in 2016 too.
Okay. My next one is from an R&B group from the 90s who were on Bad Boy Records.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I got
Greatest label of all time.
112's Part 3.
That album I actually love. I actually have that one. That's a great album.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember when this album
Okay, I
dropped,
think I
was a
got
kid.
that one. I only listened to the self-titled one.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got the self-titled and the second album, and then there was another one. I can't think of the name of it on top of my head right now, as well as this one here. I know this album dropped when I was a kid, and I remember Dance With Me, Peaches and Cream, you know. They played those songs a lot. And my next one, shout out to Reg for getting me this one. I was not expecting him to get me this at all. I got Foxy Brown's Il Nana.
Yes. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Reg for getting me this.
At least he got you the right one.
This man here.
Yeah. I have yet to listen to this, but I definitely will.
Great
Very
album.
soon.
Fire 5 Mike album.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. All right, I got my last 2 CDs, and then everything else is on vinyl. I got 2 New Jack Swing albums, Levert, the whole scenario. Rest in peace, Eddie Levert, Sean Levert, 1997, underrated Levert album. And I got Rex and Effect, Hard or Smooth, 1992. Album had the big hit Rump Shake on here. Production by Teddy Riley, classic album. It's on you, Eric.
All right, we're going back to the 70s with this one. This pioneer for funk music from the early to mid 70s, a legend in her own right. I would put her as one of the godmothers of the funk genre for like female artists. She passed away this February. Her discography is very solid from the early to mid 70s. And we're going with the late great Betty Davis with her second album, Nasty Girl.
Get the fuck out.
I think this one came out in 70. Yep, boy. Look, woo. Betty Davis, man. The one and only. Ain't nobody like her, man. Like, look at this album cover. This is how you do it, man. This is how you do it. Now, her discography is very hard to get, especially on vinyl and CD too. Like, cocaine prices. Like this guys ain't trying to work with a nigga on nothing. You can't negotiate with them on nothing. They like this how much it costs. You gonna have to pay it. So you either gonna get down or lay down. But yeah, let me go to this classic album, Nasty Girl. Talking Trash, dedicated to the press. Funk. Like if you haven't listened to that song, F-U-N-K, Funk, yeah, yo, boy, that's a pimp shit right there, man. Like Ray Davis was going in on him. Shut Off the Light, This Is It, The Lone Ranger, definitely a psychedelic. Like I can see myself like in a strip club in the '70s, just listening to the album. It's just like a mellow, smooth,
Yeah.
like ride along track, in my opinion, man. Like, yo, man, Betty Davis, I would definitely consider her for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one day, in my opinion, or the Music Hall of Fame when it comes to like the funk genre and music itself. But yeah, man, classic album in my opinion. Very hard to get. I got her first two albums on vinyl, which I got the CD right here. So yeah, you'll be surprised how much this shit costs on like eBay and Discogs and stuff. So yeah, get it while you can if you definitely can get it. But yeah, this is Betty Davis, Nasty Girl. Let me see. All right, we leaving the '70s. We're going to the Boogie Down Bronx with this. This is a compilation album from the late great Big Pun. Shout out to Try for putting some respect on Big Pun's and the Full Eclipse name. And we're going with Big Pun, Endangered Species,
Classic.
released in 2001. Classic, man.
Definitely.
Like, and we just name some of these songs for people who don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
You Ain't a Killer, Twins deep cover featuring Fat Joe when he was out here spitting that fire thanks to Big Pun's penmanship. I'm gonna just leave it at that. What You Gonna Do featuring the Terror Squad. Come on, man. Terror Squad, underrated group, man. Each of them could have had an album out, in my opinion. Triple Sage, Armageddon,
Yep.
Tony Sunshine, all them dudes was fire. How We Roll 98. No, not 98. I think this is the original How We Roll featuring My Baby Ashanti. They killed that shit. Still Not a Player. Off the Books featuring the B Nuts. Banned from TV, one of the greatest hip hop ciphers of all time. Like each of them niggas was going in. Brave in the Heart, John Blaze, another cipher. Top two greatest hip hop, ciphers of all time. Let me see some more. Firewater. Come on now. I think that was on Fat Joe's '95 album, if I'm not mistaken. Might be wrong about that.
The B side, but it wasn't on the album. It was like unreleased.
Oh, okay. But yeah, man, overall classic album, in my opinion, compilation album from the late great Big Pun. It's real sad for him not being here. The people put some respect on his name because niggas like Fat Joe ain't gonna do it. You got his son out here keeping his father's legacy alive, while niggas ain't putting no respect on the late great Big Pun's name. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right, so this one I had to pay a penny because this is definitely out of print, and this one is called Fear City. This one stars Tom Bergen, Billy D. Williams, Melanie Griffith. I had this on VHS like a while back, and when I first watched it, like I automatically like fell in love with it. So I wanted to get the Blu-ray, but it took me probably like a year to like even find a Blu-ray, and by the time I found it, it was overpriced. Let's just say I paid a couple $100 for this one.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is out of print. You can't find this anywhere. And the Blu-ray, this is like an unedited version.
Right. But didn't she play like a stripper? Like there was like a serial killer after her?
Yeah, it was a serial killer after her. Yeah, she played a stripper.
Yeah, that's from like the early 80s.
Yeah, like 1984.
That was a good one.
And this next one, I was very skeptical about this one, and I don't like remakes enough as it is unless they're done right. But this one I kind of sort of fell in love with, and this one is Shaft. Now, one thing I like about it
Mm.
is that they did like it's like three generations of
Yes,
Shaft.
that
So
was a
I
good one.
that's the one thing I liked about it, and the fact that they kind of sort of changed it to like a comedy. Like remember
Yeah,
the first one wasn't really
it
a
was
comedy. It
serious.
was more like it was more like a crime drama,
Mm.
and stuff. But the casting here, well, of course you got Samuel L. Jackson and Richard Roundtree,
Right.
but the casting here was pretty good. I liked the direction. I liked how they didn't overdo it with the comedy or overdo it with the action.
Right.
And like it kind of balances out. So this is probably like one of my favorite movies. I don't know if it will make my top 100, but it'll come close.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brandon T. Jackson played the son.
No,
Um.
that's Jesse T.
No.
Usher.
Is
Yeah,
it?
Jesse Usher.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So I'm not a fan of this next album, honestly. But my homeboy gave it to me because he was getting rid of some CDs. So I can't really deny any album that comes to my collection. It's Lupe Fiasco, Food and Liquor Part Two. This came out in 2012. Jesus Christ. This album
I remember
sucks.
like one song from that album, the where he sampled the Pete Rock joint and Pete Rock got mad at him.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only song I remember
He
from
ain't
that
run
album.
he ain't run out of that cheese. That's why he had to pull up on him.
yeah, man. So originally this album was supposed to have came out right after the Cool back in 2009, but he was having label issues with Atlantic. So that's
Yeah.
when they wanted to drop that trash ass Lasers album and shit too.
Oh
That was
Jesus Christ!
what you like that album?
No, I don't like that shit just off the album cover.
I like some of the songs, like Words I Never Said. That was like a
Oh
big hit off of it. I like some of the songs, but well, he had like
yeah,
a whole thing on Twitter, like telling the fans to boycott the Atlantic Records and all that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So he started working on this album and shit, and honestly, well, singles Around My Way, Bitch Bad, Go to Sleep, Let Me Get Into Some Battle Scars. Yeah, this album to me, the production was so bad. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
album was better than Lazy, but when it
No.
comes to Lupe, I'm only sticking to like the first two albums and maybe Test Through and Youth. Anything else is just his fan base just likes to overrate kind of shit. I'm just
He
gonna be
fell
real
off
with you,
hard,
but
man. He fell when he started
shout
doing
out to my
shit with
homeboy
Rick Ross.
DJ. Yeah, shout out to my homeboy DJ for this one and stuff like that. I got a couple more albums with him.
When he started doing shit with MMG and Rick Ross, I was like, nah,
Oh hell no!
Yeah. All right.
he's contradicting
This
his own
next
self.
joint is this next joint is a single. This artist pretty much, everybody loves her. You know what I'm saying? It's Mary J. Blige is a No More Drama single.
Dope.
Oh shit!
In 2001. What's interesting about this one, it's actually just a remix single because it has the No More Drama, P Diddy / Mario Winans remix, um, and then it has a Thunderpuss Club Anthem mix. I think I've heard the remix a while back ago
That
and
remix
stuff
is
like
good.
that. It had more like a bouncy club
Uh-huh.
banger kind of feel, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I honestly just got this album because I need to get more singles in my collection, and
Yeah.
this was like three bucks. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm taking this shit.
The remix
Um,
is good, but we know who produced it though.
right. That's Mary J. Blige with
Yo,
No More Drama.
wasn't no damn Diddy.
Nope.
Mm, okay. This next one is a compilation album from this rap group out of Cleveland, Ohio. None other than Bone Thugs and Harmony. The collection
Ooh,
part one.
ooh.
Dope.
Oh shit.
Yeah, been wanting to get my hands on this for a minute. I already have part two
Yeah.
in my room, so part one has more of their hits like "For the Love of Money" featuring Eazy-E, "First of the Month," "Days of Our Lives," "Breakdown," "Notorious Thugs," "Thuggish Ruggish Bone." You know, for anyone who's a fan of Bone Thugs, definitely get this.
Nice.
I ain't never seen that before.
Oh yeah,
Uh-uh.
yeah. I got this. I think this came out of the UK, so
Okay.
yeah. So it was really hard to come by to get this. Thankfully, I got it.
Hey, if you get a chance, check out Crazy Bones Thug Mentality 1999. That's a fire
Classic.
ass album too.
Classic album.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely peep that. Okay, my next one is Nipsey Hussle's "Victory Lap."
Oh
Classic.
shit.
Oh shit. Ashley getting gangsta on us. She gonna do a driver on us in the collection video. I see.
Yeah, I got
Oh, shit.
"Victory Lap." Yeah, even though I wasn't too familiar with Nipsey Hussle's work, it is sad that he got gunned down the way he did. I'll admit that.
Yeah. Bitch ass nigga got his
All he
ass
wanted
whooped
to
in jail
Yeah.
too.
The
yeah,
trial is
all he
the
wanted to do
trial is
was build up
starting now.
his neighborhood and community, and for him to get taken out like that, that's it's awful.
Yes. Coward move. I wish he would have used that energy for one of these school shooters and shit. You could have just did that. You would have did the whole world a favor. But you out here
Yeah.
killing a black man who was doing something for that community.
Right, and
How many
that's
years
that's
you
a
think he did
shame
it?
too.
'Cause they got the
No,
trial. Trial is already starting
no
now.
telling with this corrupt system. They always root for the bad guy, so
Facts.
no telling.
All right. Vinyl. I got a classic video game soundtrack to a classic video game.
All right.
I love this video game. I played it back in the day on PlayStation, PlayStation 2, Xbox. This is the soundtrack to Resident Evil.
Oh shit.
Official joint. It's on
Oh
what's this
shit.
180-gram vinyl.
Dope.
Yeah.
That shit
The
fire right
original
there.
soundtrack from Capcom. See the zombie and shit.
You got an Obi
Um,
strip on it.
yeah, got the Obi strip on here. You
Yeah,
can
that's
see
what's
that.
up, man. I wish more of these companies would do more video game soundtracks. I would kill for it. Trying to think of this shit. A Dragon Ball Z like video game
Mhm.
soundtrack or something, or Naruto or something.
Right. And from Walmart, remember I told you, Rage, Walmart got some vinyl. Don't sleep. This is it's a out of print Beastie Boys joint. The EP for Aglio e Olio or whatever the fuck they call it.
Oh
This joint
shit.
from Beastie
Oh,
Boys,
okay.
like all punk rock. You know, you got like this. There's some. I think this is the re-release from when it came out on Record Store Day last year because it has like some bonus tracks on it as well. It was recorded in September '95. Classic Beastie Boys.
All right, since my brother Tribero is showing video game albums, we're gonna take it back to the 80s. Never played this video game before, but you know how it is with 80s video game soundtracks and the games and stuff. You get more influenced most of the time by the music in the video games and stuff. But you probably played this game growing up. I got this from the Data Disc website, and it's the Super Hang On soundtrack.
Oh shit!
Shit's
Wow.
fire, man. Shout out to Data Disc, man. They've been doing their thing when it comes to these video game soundtracks. Classic. I wish I had one of those game systems like the bike where you could just do like this and stuff like you do in the game and shit.
Right.
Like fire ass video game soundtrack, man. Outrider Crisis, Sprinter, Winning Run, Hard Roll, Gold in the like the end of the game, like the credits and stuff, like when you put your high score and your initials in name entry. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that. Now turn my damn camera off. Here's the back cover of it.
Dope.
Nice.
Sick.
You can see this too. See the little start screen right here.
Mm.
I like that.
And it's on 45 RPM red colored vinyl for y'all.
Dope.
Nice.
Here you go.
Nice pickup, bro.
So pristine, so nice. I didn't have no man, didn't have no skips on it or nothing, man.
Dope.
I don't know if this is a Japanese pressing, but it's very clear. The volume's very high on it. Something that the American vinyl pressing plants can learn from, in my opinion. Just gonna leave it at that. All right. All right. This next one, we stand in the '80s. A classic '80s movie, in my opinion. Shout out to Mickey. She'll definitely like this with her being an '80s chick. And this is the Flashdance movie soundtrack,
Mm.
Japanese version,
Love that movie.
released in 1983.
Dope.
You got songs like Flashdance, What a Feeling, featuring the underrated artist Irene Cara, in my opinion. Definitely a legend. The love theme for Flashdance, Lady, 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 performed by Joe Esposito. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry about that. I'm just giving y'all the tracks I listened to. Imagination, Romeo featuring the late great Donna Summer, and Maniac, Maniac on the floor.
Yes. That was a big hit.
She be dancing like she never danced before. Yo, the dude, have you ever seen the Hot Tub Time Machine movie? I forgot who
Yep.
that black dude was. I forgot the black dude who was in that movie.
Craig, what's his name? Craig Ferguson.
Robinson.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig
Ferguson.
Ferguson. Yeah,
Robinson.
he always be singing that song on like a pizza commercial or something. I think it's like on Pizza Hut or something. They just made something crazy off this shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, classic '80s movie soundtrack. I do need the Footloose soundtrack to add to my collection because I do like Denise Williams' "Let's Hear It for the Boy." I know fans don't like the album. I mean, don't like that song though, but that song is the shit, man. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Shout out to Denise Williams for her sexy ass. But yeah, man, Flashdance movie soundtrack released in 1983.
Dope.
I like that movie actually. I know like some people didn't like it, but I actually liked it for what it was.
I've always liked it.
The soundtrack too is really good.
Yeah.
Yo, 80 soundtracks was the shit when it comes to these movies and stuff.
Facts. All right, so this next one I have, and in my opinion, next to Boys in the Hood, it's one of the best movies in the '90s. It is Juice.
Yes.
Now,
Classic.
yes, love the soundtrack. The acting was superb, especially from the two leads. I like the it kind of had like little suspense in it too, especially like towards the end. But you know what, I liked it for what it was, and this is like the 30th anniversary,
Right.
and like I said, the two leads I think still the movie. I think they made the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the opinion.
And you got the slipcover for it.
Yeah, I got
I
the slip
love
cover for it. Yeah,
I love that.
I kind of wish that they came out with the steel book, but then at the same time, like the slip cover is just awesome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, something simple. And then the soundtrack's classic too. Sex, Money, and Murder. That's my shit on that track.
Yeah. And this next one, I'm gonna take it back to 1987. I think it's one of the most violent movies of the 80s, but at the same time, it's one of the biggest hits of the 80s. This is RoboCop, and this one's also 4K too. Now, L Video, the distributor who did this, they've been killing it. They've been coming out with like so many like classic titles, and then it's steelbook, and then it's regular like 4K and stuff like that. Like I like the artwork here. I think the artwork is pretty dope. My only gripe is that you're gonna be paying some money for it, like probably about 30, $40 depending on what you get.
Yeah.
But it's worth it because not only I have this one, I also have the steel book of it too. So I kind of like double dipped on this one.
Have you seen the remake? What did you think about the remake?
I watched probably like half hour of it. I turned it off.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
Yeah, it was trash.
And they made his suit like all black.
Yeah,
Wait, they remade a movie of that?
Yeah,
yeah,
like 2015, I think it was.
Oh hell no,
yeah.
they can't be doing that.
That shit was trash.
I'm glad I ain't see it. Shit, put that shit on Netflix.
Shit. That's what this culture is now, reboot culture and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want to give them no ideas, so I'm gonna just shut up and be quiet.
Facts. All right, dope picks, you guys. Okay, so these next two are some CDs. Shout out to my boy DJ again. I actually do have this album. I have a few duplicates on this collection to let y'all know, but this is the cover I always want from this particular album. It's Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar. This is the
Nice.
cover with the
Nice.
family and his family in the cover and shit like that. I have the version, I have the deluxe edition with like the car and stuff like that
That's
too. You
the
know what I'm saying? Yeah, the SUV. Yeah. Yeah, man. This album, y'all should know. I've done a review on this album like a while back ago and shit. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, Poetic Justice, Swimming Pools, Backseat Freestyle Recipe was a singles. I mean, this is a hip hop classic. I don't give a fuck what nobody says.
definitely.
Oh, drink. That's my shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this next viewer discretion advised. This next artist, a lot of people will look at me sideways. I got this fucking album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I've always had love for this album. This particular artist is going through a lot of bullshit right now.
Like
Whether you
every
love
other
it,
artist in the industry.
Right?
whether you approve, whether you disapprove of what he did in his personal life, you can't deny it. This motherfucker's music was dope. I got
R.
R. Kelly
Kelly.
with
I knew it, nigga.
Yes.
TP2.com.
Yes.
I
Hit him up,
finally,
style. Let me stop.
I finally got my hands on this record. I knew when I said I still love his music, somebody was going to guess R. Kelly, but
Hey,
yes, yo,
I
I
got
finally got
some
my
R.
hands.
Kelly shit too, so we ain't the only ones
Yeah,
here.
yeah. And mind you, this was like $2, and they sell his albums now for cheap as fuck.
Yeah.
Else.
You selling
They
it
said you ain't gonna make sure this nigga don't get no money. We gonna sell it as cheap as possible.
Yeah,
cheap.
because I know I got the R album for like $1 or some shit too, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
Oh shit.
yeah, man. Yeah, this was the quote unquote sequel to 12 Play. It's crazy too because around this time he actually did have a website called TP2.com and some shit like that where it was like fans really just like I think expressing their love for R. Kelly or whatever and shit like that. It's crazy now because I'm looking at his Wikipedia and his mugshot is his profile picture. That's sad.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wikipedia, damn Wikipedia, really Wikipedia.
they said we about to embarrass this nigga. We ain't giving him no leeway.
Damn. Okay. Singles albums before I Wish, The Storm Is Over Now, Fiesta. I hate that fucking song. This
Yo, man,
right
that's my
now.
shit, boy. The remix with Jada Kiss fire too. You stop.
You
I'm
know
sorry. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, brother. Jada Kiss. I'm sorry.
that was actually the original version. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
okay.
That
Damn, I
was
wish
actually the
BJ
original
was here. Damn.
because that was a time when Jay-Z was just jumping on remixes with Jada. Because Jada Kiss did the song Maya, The Best of Me, the original.
Yeah.
Jay-Z did the remix and shit too. So
Yeah.
and that pretty much planted the whole seeds for the Beanie Siegel and Jada Kiss beef and shit too. But yeah, man, Feeling on Your Booty, my favorite track on this whole album. I don't give a damn what nobody says. And A Woman's Threat. Yeah, man, this was pretty a dope sequel. This is a dope sequel and shit to 12 Play. You know what I'm saying? It's not as good as 12 Play, but I still fuck with it. You
You
know,
ever did a review on that? We should do a review on that.
the review is coming very soon.
All right. That
Okay.
nigga said they done changed this Wikipedia picture to his prison.
All right. My next one is Miguel's War and Leisure.
Dope.
Ooh,
Love that album.
actually got the heat tonight, yo.
That's a good album. I like the song he did with Rick Ross.
Mm.
That's a dope album.
Yeah, my favorite is Skywalker with Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my next one is by an album by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Volume 1.
Nice. I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah.
That's a dope album.
Yeah, cause the only two songs I've heard on the radio is the one they did with Babyface, He Don't Know Nothing About It, and the song they did with Mariah Carey called Somewhat Loved. There You Go Breaking My Heart.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Boy said, I thought you was going to say Trey Songz. Fuck no.
Wait, what?
Hell
It's
no.
Mr. Steal Your Girl. Let me stop.
He ain't got that many good albums, bro.
I can't even tell you if I ever listened to a Trey Songz album. I'm just leave it at that. Not to
He
say
got
that
like-
he's garbage though. Not to say he's garbage though, but I just ain't never paid attention to him like that.
He got like two albums I like. Everything else is the same shit from him. All right, I did an album review like years ago on my channel. Shout out to Lady Silk. We talked about this album from Foxy Brown. The other good album from Foxy Brown, Broken Silence. Classic
Yeah.
album. I love
You
this
got the
album.
promo copy.
Promo copy. This shit was like only $4, bro. You know what I'm saying?
love
Like you're not gonna find this anywhere.
I got
Classic,
the
classic.
one with the cover on it, like the original album cover.
Yes,
I don't know if I ever showed. I don't know
looking
if I
for
ever
that.
showed it to y'all before. I'll see if I can get
Yeah.
you a copy of it.
Yeah, this is definitely a solid album. Yeah, and this album before it dropped. I had the leaked version on bootleg, and she did like a ton of songs with like, you know, Pharrell. Like she did a song where she sampled the Janet Jackson. What Have You Done For Me Lately? It didn't make the album,
Oh,
but definitely a solid. For her last great album, definitely her last good album.
yeah.
So this was great to have, you know, the promo copy.
And speaking of
Okay.
And speaking of bootlegs, I do got the bootleg version of the Notorious K.I.M. tracks that didn't make it on the album. Those tracks could have actually saved the album, in my opinion.
I had
Like-
that one too. Yeah, because she had some leaked joints that didn't make the album. Yeah, that was dope. And I got R. Kelly. Yes, R. Kelly, the Summer Bunnies remixes with and you just look at that. You just like all over that butt, yo. This is like some of these pictures on here is like fucking X-rated, yo.
I hope
Like,
she's
yeah,
of age.
Summer
I'm
Bunnies
just leaving it at that.
Summer Bunnies remixes with Aaliyah. This was like $8.99. I still got the price tag on it. Classic. They're selling R. Kelly shit at a cheap price. If you had a record
I'm telling
store,
you, man. They said this nigga making no money.
you ain't making no money off of that. You know what I'm saying? I seen they have like the instrumentals for Double Up, and it's like $4. I'm going back to get that.
Shit, I gave that album away. Shit.
Get out.
Stupid.
Yo,
If I get it, I'll get it back.
Stupid. All right, we're gonna leave R. Kelly in his jail cell where he need to be, and we're going to Queensbridge. We're going with a duo who is very underrated in the game, Legends. I wish they would have made more albums. I'm glad to have this on colored vinyl, in my opinion, celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. And we're going with Capone and Noriega, The War Report.
Ooh. Yes.
Classic motherfucker. Ooh, shit. It was a deadly duo, man. Bloody Money, Stick You, Iraq, See the World. Whoever did that instrumental to that track, like they need a check, man, because they were definitely doing it, man. TONY, Top of New York, TONY, Invade NY, Multiply, Killer Cop. Ooh, that's stick up music right there. Um, Halfway Thugs, LA, on the Marley Marl remix. Illegal Life, Black Gangsters, Thug Paradise, Closer, the Sam Sneak remix. That's my shit right there. Overall classic album in my opinion. One of their best albums when they was a group. Capone Noriega, The War Report.
Nice.
Oh yeah, let me show y'all the vinyl for a minute. Like, just look at this, man. Beautiful, man. Nice, pristine condition.
Ooh.
Didn't have no skips in it or nothing, man.
Wow.
See, this is how you do albums that celebrate, 25 years of prestige history. Some of these dudes ain't gonna have albums like this on vinyl in the next 25 years.
I love that.
All right, we're leaving left rack. We're going to Harlem. We're going with a dude, in my opinion, who has never put out a whack album. We're going with a dude who's very underrated in the game with his style and his, persona and swag. Definitely revolutionary when it came to like the music. Him being the leader of his team. Possibly one of my favorite albums out of his discography, and we're going with that boy Killer Cam. Purple Haze.
Yes.
Released in 2004.
His best album.
One of his best albums, in my opinion.
Nice.
Like, man, this shit should have sold more than 500,000 copies. This shit should have went multi-platinum, but we already know what it was. Jay-Z was hating, in my opinion. Didn't want to see a nigga shine.
They got leaked.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about these classic albums that just keep constantly getting leaked, man. Like, I mean, you got songs like More Gangster Music featuring Jules Santana when he had all his teeth, but, he's still doing his thing. Shout out to him. Get Down, Killer Cam. I don't know who that A-Rap dude is, like doing the hook, but he killed that shit.
Yeah.
Down and Out featuring Kanye West when he was not crazy. Girls, Bubble Music. They using the I forgot what sample that was. It was from a Jamaican group. I forgot what that sample was. Still Pulse.
Still Pulse, yeah.
Yeah, Still Pulse sample. The Dope Man featuring Jim Jones before he started wearing lavender silk dresses on fashion runs and shit. Family Ties featuring Nicole Way.
That was dope.
Hey Lady featuring Freaky Zeke. Take Him to Church. Going at Mace back in the day when he did his second coming back, and still he went back to preaching and shit. But we ain't gonna get on Mace after that. Free him, Diddy. Free that man. Dipset Forever. Like, man, overall classic album. They should have played this in the verses, man. They should have played this Diplomatic Immunity. Like, man, they could have played some heat, man. But shout out to Killer Cam, man, a legend, man. I would definitely like to see him in a hip hop Hall of Fame one day, in my opinion.
Facts. It's dope.
All right, this next one. This one is an underrated John Carpenter classic, in my opinion. And it stars Roddy Piper and Keith David. And
that's my boy right there.
Yes.
Yo, Mike, I'm actually doing a discussion in 2 weeks on this movie podcast. I'll send you the link if you want to join us. We're actually going to be discussing like favorite wrestler movies, and Roddy Piper. That's a classic to me.
Yeah. Just send me a link. I'll join.
Yeah, no doubt.
But this one I think to me is one of John Carpenter's best movies. Next to Halloween and They Live, and one thing I love about it is that 5-minute fight scene. I think probably one of the longest fight scenes. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's movie history now, but back then, like this was like the longest fight scene like movie history.
Yeah.
This next one. Now this one. I'm to this day, I'm still pissed at the fact that this didn't take home Best Picture. This was up against movies like Gandhi and Tootsie, and this is one of my favorite Steven Spielberg classics of all time. E.T. the
E.T.
Extraterrestrial, the
Yes.
limited edition steelbook.
Wow.
The casting him from Henry Thomas to Drew Barrymore in her first role. Spot on performances, and the story is just so well done. Like I don't think I could find not one thing wrong with this movie. I don't, you know, honestly, like I could watch this over and over. Like if I wanted to, I could watch this tonight if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was, in my opinion, one of the best movies of the '80s, one of the best movies of the decade, one of the best movies of all time.
I agree.
Probably my top 100 movies of all time. But yeah, this was a classic.
Do you feel like Drew Barrymore? That's her best role? Because I heard people say like she don't have like a classic when she was like grown up.
You know what? Honestly, like I think it was one. I think it was one of her best roles.
Mhm.
But I mean, she did other. She did like other good stuff. But like when she got up, like when she started, you know, was a teenager. Like she started doing like somewhat questionable roles. Like anywhere from like the late '80s
Mhm.
to like at least the early '90s. Some of her movies was like more she played more juvenile like trouble girl
Yeah.
type roles. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I mean, her acting is good. Like don't get me wrong. I think, to me, in my honest opinion, I think she's underrated.
Yeah.
But I E.T. was definitely like good, great, excellent starting point for her.
Mm, I agree.
All right. Um, shit. Oh, okay. So this next group is a groundbreaking hip hop group. This is actually the first album I have from them in my collection. And Grateful is actually my favorite album they've ever done. It's Houdini with Back in Black.
Great.
All
Good
right.
album.
Yeah, very, very dope record and shit like that. This was back when they were under Jive Records. You know what I'm saying? To me, their last great album, if you ask me.
Yep.
This was known for songs like Funky Beat and shit like that. One Love, one of the greatest, one of the greatest hip hop love songs of all time. Growing Up and shit like that too. That was pretty good. Yeah, man, this whole joint right here was pretty dope. I love Larry Smith's production on this record. Five
Mhm.
Night Classic.
Yeah, I like that One Love music video too. When they was dancing, One Love, One
One
Love.
love.
You're lucky just to have just
Right.
one love.
One
Yeah,
love.
and I
One love.
had I had the opportunity to see Houdini before Ecstasy died and shit like that too. Yeah,
Wow.
rest in peace. This next joint is this is another duplicate album. It's Kendrick Lamar. Shout out to my homeboy
Mm,
DJ, the
Oh
vinyl.
shit.
yes. Nice.
My favorite Kendrick Lamar album and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very, very, very dope record. You know, he went just like the Black Lives Matter album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He went really political with
Right.
this one. Sounds like These Walls, All Right, Hood Politics. Yeah, dope album. Check out
And
the
that,
y'all
and
give
that
it.
was that was before George Floyd passed away.
Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, niggas weren't profiting off of black people's deaths and shit. The
Mhm.
motherfuckers actually came from their heart and stuff, unlike Black Lives Matter.
Facts.
Okay. My next two are this one is a compilation album of Destiny's Child love songs
Oh.
that they put out.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And my other one is Kenny Lattimore's Vulnerable album.
Mm. Never heard that one.
Oh, it's not bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely check it out.
I know he dropped a new album early this year. That was pretty dope.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's an underrated singer though. I always like this stuff.
yeah, he is. He really is.
What kind of love songs are on this show album?
On the Destiny's Child album,
Yeah, like what kind of love songs they have on there?
they have "Cater to You," um, "Emotion," "Temptation." They got a song with Next on here,
Oh, wow,
Your
and they
favorite group
have
track.
"Say
I
My
totally
Name"
missed that.
Timbaland remix. Yeah, and they got I guess an unreleased song called "Nuclear." I never heard of
Mm,
it.
no, that's dope. All right, I got some couple of vinyl 7 inches from 1993 Patra Working Man, the Working Man remixes, dancehall remixes, classic Patra album. Love that. Shout out to all my Boricuas. We got Frankie Cutlass, Boricuas on the set. Frankie Cutlass and Fat Joe and Doo-Wop. We got the remixes for this. Shout out to all the Boricuas, all the Puerto Ricans, all the Latins. Classic remixes, yo.
All right, that's what's up, brother. Try. We're going to the house music genre from legendary group artists, solo artists. They actually know how to do the genre's music, unlike some light skinned waffle colored Negroes. Drake. Um, we're going with a legendary house music artist, in my opinion. I listen to it from time to time. I was listening to this album yesterday. I put it on my community tab, and it's Robin S. Show Me Love. Fire album,
Ooh,
in my opinion, man. Ooh, fire, dog. Like it takes the elements of house music, New Jack Swing, and a mixture of R&B, and just really when you listen to house music, it's like being in heaven if it's done by the right artist. It's like it just take you to a different journey. You got tracks like "Show Me Love," "I'm Gonna Love You Right Tonight," "What I Do Best," "I Want to Thank You." Who made the original track? "I Want to Thank You," because it's a cover on the album. I
I
want
gotta
to
read.
thank you, Heavenly Father. Like who made that?
yeah, yeah, Rolls Royce that did that.
No, it wasn't Rose Royce. It was Red. You probably know.
I gotta read. I gotta check the album out. Actually,
Okay. Back it up. Brighter Day and it's an extended remix of Show Me Love. But yeah, overall, classic house music album done right by an artist who specialized in it and definitely put her heart in her music. Robin S. She Love released in 19. I think this came out in 93. Yeah, this was on Atlantic Records, 93.
The
You can learn from you
Beyonce
can
new
learn
album
from this
supposed to sound.
Drake.
So supposedly Beyonce new album supposed to sound like Robin S.
Uh,
They said she was inspired by Robin S. or whatever.
yeah, he's inspired, all right. Okay, next we're going with a group I just started listening to a couple of months ago. I heard of some of their songs before, but this is my first time. It ain't my first time listening to the album because I listen to it at work from time to time. And we going with I think this is their debut album. This came out in, I think this came out in 92, 93. Oh, this came out in 1990. We going with D Light,
Yeah,
World, I think this, World Click.
that's dope.
Okay.
Dope album.
Fire, man. I like the intro. D Light intro, good beat. Try me, try me on. I'm very you. Power of love, smile on. Who was that? Groove is in the heart. World Click. I think Q-Tip on one of these songs, if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken, on
I
this
think he's on the
album.
remix. He's on the remix for that.
Okay, but yeah, man, another classic house music track with different mixtures of funk, R&B, and just like when you listen to house music, right? from like an artist who actually know how to do it, and the production is just hitting. It just take you to another journey, man. So that's D Light World Click, released in 1990.
This next one, this movie put Richard Roundtree. It kind of put him on the map, and this is the Gordon Parks classic Shaft. This one just came out last
Oh
Tuesday,
shit!
past Tuesday, and this is a 4K edition. Now, what I found out is that the Shaft's big score is also on here too. So I'm not only getting the original Shaft, but Shaft's big score. Um, honestly, you know what? I think Richard Roundtree. I thought he should have got major awards for this. The soundtrack was pretty dope.
Yeah,
Um,
soundtrack classic.
yeah, yeah. I think Isaac Hayes. I think don't quote me
Yeah,
on
Isaac
it.
Hayes did that soundtrack. I got the
Yeah,
vinyl for it.
yeah. I think either he won a Grammy or he won an Oscar. I think I think don't quote me on it. But you know what, like I like this movie. It's been a long time since I watched it, and I want to watch it again. Maybe I might review it on my channel, maybe. But yeah, this is like a 4-star, 5-star movie. And this next one, I don't know why I got this one, but I got it for the hell of it. The First Penitentiary. Um, this one, this movie, to me, in my honest opinion, is very cheesy. The second one was very cheesy. The third one, I don't know what the hell the third one, honestly, but I mean, everybody keeps raving about this first one. So I mean, I saw it a long time ago. I thought it was pretty decent. So yeah, I just said the hell of it. I'll just get it added to my collection.
So
Okay. All right. Shout out to Eric for giving me this album right here. This is a very, very, very rare album and stuff like that too. From an underrated Bronx native, I got D Nice with his second album, To the Rescue. This came out in 1991. Must have. Well, this is actually his last album too, and stuff like that. Very dope album in my opinion. Not as good as the first album, and but still not a bad album and shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy too because he was having some issues with Jive Records around this time because they definitely wanted to make him. They just had creative
Commercialize them.
differences. Yeah, and he also was falling out with KRS One at the time too. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm not gonna be. I feel like him and KRS One was never really as tight though, but that's another story for a different day. Um, this album came out with a couple of singles from when I looked up. To the Rescue, 25 to Life, and Time to Flow.
Time to Flow is my
Time to
joint.
Flow, yeah, featuring Naughty by Nature. They killed that
Man,
joint.
definitely.
Yeah, man. Like I said, shout out to Eric. Thank you so much for giving me this record right here.
Oh, you welcome,
Um,
man.
D9 to the Rescue.
Super out of place.
And yes. And I actually got this next album is actually the earliest hip hop album I have in my collection.
All right,
It's
shit.
So drum roll please. Curtis Blow with the first album.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
All right.
This came out in 1980. Yes, this is the earliest hip hop album I have in my collection.
Salute to you, my brother. Taking it back to the essence.
Yes.
Yeah, I am damn proud I got this fucking record and shit like that.
I salute you,
Um,
General.
His best album, in my opinion, I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah.
Everything else that came after was hit or miss. I'm just gonna leave it at that. But this one right here, like this one was really like a transitional album from when it came to hip hop and shit too. He was the first rapper to get signed to a major label. He was the first rapper to He was the first rapper to get like a gold and platinum record, if I'm not mistaken. Solo
shit.
rapper. Solo rapper.
Okay.
Yeah. He was one of the first rappers to have like the crossover with rock and roll way before Run DMC and shit
Oh.
too. So he was the first rapper to have a Christmas song too, Christmas rapping.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
People don't know a lot about Curtis Blow and shit.
Don't put that man in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man. He definitely deserves it, dude.
Right. This album came out with 3 singles: "The Breaks," "Throughout Your Years," and "Hard Times." Yeah, man, this is a very influential album. I wish I had the CD because the CD had Christmas rapping on it and stuff like that. Which, if I find a single of that, I'm getting that and shit too. But definitely expect a huge review on this one day. This is Curtis Blow, self-titled. This came out in 1980, and yes, I know. Next used Christmas rapping for "Too Close." I know that shit. So
So good.
I never heard them.
everyone loves Next. Shit.
I like If I Ruled the World. It's one of my favorite songs from Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
Same.
Alright, my next ones are Alicia Keys. Is Alicia Keys' latest album Keys?
Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh, which one you got? Oh shit.
I ain't even listened to it.
It's
Yep.
dope.
I got this one.
Is that a double disc?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay, shit.
And another one I've been wanting to get my hands on for a very long time. Brandy's debut album.
Classic.
All right.
Dope. Love it. All right. Shout out to the homie Brooklyn Groove NYC. Go follow him. He's a dope record connoisseur, a dope hip hop head like us. And he blessed me with this joint. I already had this on vinyl. I got another joint of this on vinyl. Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers
Yeah.
album. You know,
Wu-Tang, nigga.
I got like 5 different
Wu-Tang.
copies of this album now, yo. So shout out to Brooklyn. Definitely appreciate it. Shout out to Below the Hip Hop on Instagram. Follow his page. He's a dope hip hop head. And he had a contest and blessed me with this joint. Operation Doomsday.
Oh shit, I got that too.
Oh,
The classic MF Doom joint. Original cover. Below the Hip Hop on Instagram. Follow him. Dope hip hop head.
All right, that's what's up, man. Shout out to MF Doom. Rest in peace. I gotta listen to his Mad Villainy album
Yes,
when I get a chance.
classic
My favorite, my favorite track on this, and it's too short. The I track, like that shit's fire, man.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I keep listening to that track over and over again. Fancy Clown, all that shit. Strange Ways.
Yes.
Woo. All right, we're going down south with this one. This female artist is celebrating her 25th year anniversary. She's a very underrated artist in my opinion. I wish she would have came out with more work. Her first 2 albums are classic in my opinion. And we're going with The Biggest Mama, Mia X, Unladylike, released in 1997. Definitely was holding her own with these No Limit soldiers like, Fiend, Mr. Servon, Silk the Shocker, the whole No Limit camp, man. My favorite tracks are You Don't Want to Go to War, I Pity You, Who Got the Clout featuring Mystical, Ain't to Be Played With. She was on some straight mafioso like gutter shit on that track. Unladylike, I Take Your Man, 97. Using the Salt and Pepper, I Take Your Man sample. Let's Get It Straight, Forever True. I could have seen that as a music video. Definitely love the instrumental to that. Bring the drummer featuring Fiend. Check out his There's One in Every Family album classic. Mama's Family. Hoodlum Poetry. She was definitely on some like black exploitation 70s like poetry type shit with that song. Definitely like telling like the eras in it, the ways of like black people around that time, especially in like the inner city ghettos, especially like in New Orleans with like the whole drug trade and stuff. Mommy's Angels and Rest in Peace Jill, which was a dedication track to her sister who died. Overall classic album in my opinion. Check out her Mama Drummer album from '99. Definitely underrated too. 25th year anniversary. I wish Master People put this out on vinyl, colored vinyl, and I do have a negative like experience with like No Limit vinyls and stuff. So I definitely wish if they ever put that out on like colored vinyl, run without skipping and stuff.
Right.
All right, we gonna stay in the No Limit camp. We going with my boy Fiend with his 1999 album. Very underrated album in my opinion. Five Mic classic. And we going with Fiend. Oh damn, this is the second time I done turned off my camera. Shit. We're going with the second album, Fiend Street Life, released in 1999. I got the Q Pack. You know how No Limit Records is with their Q Packs and stuff. You always gotta have the colored Q Packs,
Yep.
in my opinion. My favorite song off here is The Rock Show. Um, Talking How I Bring It, Get Into It, a straight up New Orleans like stick up kid track, in my opinion. You just hear the bump in the bass in the music when you hear it. Heart of a Ghetto Boy, could have definitely seen that as a music video. Trip to London. Now these niggas want to shoot fireworks and shit. It ain't even 12 o'clock
Goddamn.
yet. It's not the 4th. It's not even the 4th of July yet. Y'all niggas
Right.
interrupted me. Jesus Christ.
What was that?
Yeah, they was shooting gunshots allegedly when Ashley was doing doing her stuff, but they was shooting fireworks, so I ain't gonna put it on her.
Wow.
All right, Mr. Want Want. There was a music video of that on YouTube. I suggest y'all check that out. Overall, 99 was like the last year that No Limit was really on top. After that, Cash Money like took the second like swivel and just took it into overdrive. But this is a classic underrated album in my opinion. Fiend Street Life, released in 1999.
Oh,
All right, this next one says another Steven Spielberg classic. It is Indiana Jones. This is 4-movie collection. This is included the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, Last Crusader, and the Crystal Skull. I loved all three of these. I love the first one the best. The fourth one I liked, but I wasn't really in love with it. It's rumored that they're gonna come out with the fifth one, which I don't know why. Honestly, because he's like damn near 100 years old.
right.
But it is what it is. Me personally, if you're gonna come out with the sequel, they should have just like passed the torch to somebody a little younger. That's just my honest opinion. But yeah, no, Harrison Ford, he did his thing and all for it, in all the movies and stuff. Yeah, like I said, the first one will always be, in my opinion, the best one.
Yeah.
This next one, I got this one because the steelbook is. I love the steelbook. The way the steelbook looks, it is Atomic Blonde.
Mm.
Yes, the 4K.
Okay.
This one is out of print. I think I paid about probably I want to say almost $50 for this.
Mhm.
I honestly I haven't seen this one yet. But to me it kind of has that vibe of like the Born Identity or maybe like a Wick esque.
Yeah.
And I know they coming out the sequel to this at some point.
That was good. That's the one with Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was good.
Yeah, I definitely have to check this one out.
Mm-hmm. The Indiana Jones 5 is next summer because they already filmed it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's coming out next summer.
Wow.
How old is that dude? Ain't he like 300 years old or something?
Like 90 years old, and he's still
Oh,
playing Indiana Jones.
Him and Clint Eastwood need to sit their ass down.
Crazy, man.
At least Clint Eastwood, he directing a little bit more. But I mean, everyone like he said he was going to retire from acting, but he pop up every once in a blue moon.
It's like saying Jay-Z gonna stop rapping. It ain't gonna happen.
Oh Lord.
All righty. Just to let everybody know, I'm probably gonna stay on to like about 12:30 at the latest. just in case, because I gotta go out soon. But what's not shown in this video will get shown in the next video, and that applies to everybody and shit like that. If we have more left over,
All right, that's
also,
cool.
BJ said he's going through some internet issues because there's like a huge storm out where he's at. So
Where's he at?
Okay.
yeah, I forgot where he's at. I think somewhere up north. I forgot. Shit, but he's been like keeping me updated, I guess. So all right, this next joint right here, I'm gonna go to the rock music right now. You know what I'm saying? It's from actually one of my favorite rock bands of all time. Possibly my favorite rock band of the '80s too. Believe it or not, it's a rock band I don't hear a lot of people mention. It's Talking Heads, Fear of Music.
Dope.
This is their third studio album, probably their darkest album in my opinion. A lot of weird, unconventional grooves on this one and stuff like that too. This is when they really was experimenting more, like a little bit more funkier funk music and shit, like Life During Wartime. That was a single. That's my fucking shit. Check out the performance that the concert film that they did in '83 and stuff like that. You know, y'all know what I'm talking. I forgot the name of it. That performance is iconic in my opinion. I Zebra and Cities. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little disco-ish in certain parts and stuff like that, but Talking Heads, they usually were good at like not going fully commercial and shit. So definitely expect some Talking Head reviews very soon. One of my favorite groups. Then this next one, back to the hip hop side of things. Heavy D and the Boys, Peaceful Journey.
Classic.
Oh my God. I'm so glad I finally got this record and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Very dope joint. Very transitional album when it comes to them because this was the first record that they did without Trouble T. Roy, who tragically passed away. You know, after like he fell over a balcony and shit like that. They were playing around, they're on tour and shit. Crazy story, man. Crazy. Um, yeah, man. This was known for singles like "Now That We Found Love," which I'm gonna get some flack. I never liked that song. I'm gonna get some flack with this and shit. Don't Curse. That to me, one of the greatest posse cuts in hip hop history.
Yes.
I always felt Pete Rock had the best verse on that track. I don't know if it's just me. I'm saying Pete Rock and Coogee Rap, they did their thing on that one. And of course, Is It Good to You? Which there was a version on that with a different singer on the Tammy Lucas on the Juice soundtrack. Yeah, this version had Heavy D, which I kind of like the Heavy D version a bit, but I don't know. Tammy Lucas version was good.
She was Teddy Riley's artist. I don't know what happened with her version and Heavy D's version.
Yeah, man. But this is a very dope record. The only record I'm missing now is too. You know what I'm saying? Which eventually I go back to the same. I got this at if I could see it, Edward McKay. I actually got this when I actually was at Kenneapolis not too long ago and shit like that too.
Right.
So very dope. Actually, I got both albums when I was at Kenneapolis and stuff too. So out of print, very dope record.
Okay, these are the last two that I'm going to show for now. Everything else that I got, I'll show another time. I got Massive Attacks Protection album and the Mezzanine album.
Shit.
Yeah.
Clutch was good, yo. Salute, Clutch.
What? You gonna leave out with a bang like that?
Oh shit!
What? Come on.
Wow.
Okay, go.
Yeah, but I got plenty more stuff to show in the next one, so definitely stay tuned.
Okay. I'll definitely take note of that. I'll let you know when I'll let you know and shit. Okay.
All right.
You have a good night, Ash. Thanks for coming by and shit.
Yeah.
All right, Ashley.
All right.
Peace.
I got you.
Clutch, salute the clutch, yo. All right, shout out to Below the Hip Hop again. He blessed me off with this joint of vinyl, Freddie Gibbs Pinata. This I think the 70s, the 76 edition.
Okay.
The
I
Madlib.
never heard of that.
Yes, yes. I just like it's a different cover from the regular one.
Oh shit.
Shout out to Below the Hip Hop. Shout out to Killer Tapes. He had a double copy of this Conway Rejects 2. Fire. My first Griselda release on vinyl.
Fucking crack prices on vinyl. I don't even
Yes,
bother with it.
yes. This shit is like $100 on online now, yo. So Killer Tape, shout out to you. You got to get Killer Tapes on here one day, man.
Oh, that ain't bad. I done seen worse albums cost more. Yeah. All right, we going to the rock genre. We going with an album that just came out this year. I'm falling in love with this band. When you listen to this album, it definitely brings me back to like the 80s with like that sound. And we're going with their sixth album. We're going with Ghost Emperor, released in 2022. This fucking album is fire as shit, man. Just off the album cover. You got songs like Carcerian, Spillaways, Call Me Little Sunshine. That's my shit right there, boy. Hunter's Moon, Watcher in the Sky, 20s, Dominion, Dark is at the Heart of My Love. Definitely could have seen Prince do that. It definitely give me like some Prince vibes when the song first come on.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that like that was definitely influenced by the late great Prince by that track. Griftwood, Rite of Passage, and People of the Spirit Fields. Overall classic album, in my opinion. I'm calling it out now. Probably one of my favorite albums of the year 2022. This is Ghost Emperor, released in 2022.
I see, and they have the action figure for the guy from the group, the leader.
Yeah, it's different. I think some of them don't reveal their names and stuff. They just like mystery people and stuff. Cause they was talking about it in like one of the interviews. You don't know which one it is because they always be wearing masks and shit.
Right.
All right, we're gonna stay in the rock genre. I've been listening to this album not all day, but I just got into it. Been listening to it at work most of the time. We're going back to the year 2007. It definitely giving me like Tony Hawk Pro Skater type vibes of like groups like Green Day, Red's favorite group. Machine Gun Kelly, you know, with his later work with the rock music, Cruiserweight, you know, that like 2000s rock sound, alternate rock sound. And we're going with Paramore, Riot,
Fire.
released in 2007. Boy, this shit is fire, man.
That shit is out of print. That's a dope album.
I got the CD and the vinyl.
Dope.
Yeah, man. This shit's fire. I was meaning to show it earlier though, but I had to show my Ghost Emperor album though. But you know, the reason I know this album because of the video game Saints Row 2, and that is the Misery Business track. So I said, man, if I ever get this album, I'm gonna just listen to it, and it's fucking fire, man. From a premise, I'm pretty optimistic. Optimist. If I'm saying it wrong, somebody correct me. Is what you get. Hallelujah. Let the flames begin. Crush, crush, crush. The only songs I don't like off here is Fences. It sounds like some iCarly shit, in my opinion. You know, like the intro to iCarly. But they did make up for it at the end of the album with Born With This.
Yeah.
Overall classic album, in my opinion. Paramore, Riot, released in 2007.
I think they have a concert DVD to go with that album too. The Riot DVD.
Okay, I definitely need to get it. Speaking of Cruiserweight, I do need their last album. I forgot what this shit called because it came out in like the Smith Tower. Came out in 2010. I need that too because it came with like a CD and DVD.
Yeah. Dope.
All right, this one just came out not this past Tuesday, but last Tuesday, and this is probably one of my favorite movies of the year so far. It is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's really good. It's really good. It's a good comedy. Nicolas Cage, he does such a wonderful job. I know he's been in some like questionable stuff
You
for the
think?
past like 10 plus years, but this one I think, well, too early to say, but this one is probably his comeback role,
Mm.
pretty much. But yeah, this is like based on, well, it kind of like pokes fun at like his, career choices and stuff like that. So I had a good time with this one. I liked it from start to finish.
Mm.
And this one, I'm definitely gonna review this one at some point on my channel. It is Martin Scorsese's Casino.
Yes, classic.
Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, Joe Pesci, great all-star cast. For what
Mhm.
I remember, a great movie. I need to sit down and
Yeah,
watch it again. It's been I haven't watched this movie probably like maybe 10 plus years
that
since I
was great.
watched it.
Me,
Yeah,
me,
Yeah.
me and Reg did a review on that. Like I think Sam had wanted us to review that like 2 years ago. It was phenomenal.
Yeah,
yeah.
Sam a big mafioso DVD movie specialist and stuff. He definitely knows stuff about mafioso movies.
Oh yeah. It's just one movie that I said I was gonna review, and Lord help me, because this is like over 3 hours. Once Upon a Time in America.
Mhm. That was
I
a good
said,
one.
yeah, I said I was gonna review it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna review it. That's coming in like early August, something like that. But yeah, I haven't seen that one. I've heard mixed things about it. Some say it was good, some say it wasn't. But I know it's like over 3 hours. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to jot down a lot of notes and stuff like that if I'm gonna review a movie like that.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah,
All right, it's my turn. Okay, it's 12:05. So this is the funk group that a couple months ago we did a discography breakdown. We got a lot of people said that the latter stuff wasn't as good. This is one of the better of the latter stuff. And try slash it because
What
we
you
already
got,
know
sir?
I already know.
the Gap Band 6.
Oh man.
Oh, what the
Okay, I admit this is not touching Gap Band 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Right.
But I like this record. I don't give a fuck. I like this record.
I can respect that.
Anything
Why?
got the Gap Band 4, I'm not fucking with album wise. You might have some singles here and there, but 4 is their magnum opus.
I
Yep.
agree. I
After that,
agree.
that was it.
I fucking agree. Gap Band 5 was trash. I'll be the
Yeah.
first to admit that. I won't be the last to admit that. But I felt Gap Band 6 was a nice rebound and stuff like that. I felt it was a nice rebound. This was originally
I'm
supposed
gonna
to be
have
a
to
Charlie
get that
Wilson.
in my collection. I'm gonna have to see what you talking about.
Yeah. Originally a Charlie Wilson solo album and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they felt it would be marketed better as a Gap Band album. This was known for the diss track, Disrespect. Um, I should know the story with that. Apparently they appeared on Prince's party that were high as a motherfucker, and Prince kicked them out and shit like that. And they wrote that song. They did a whole video on that.
Crazy,
I
man.
found
Oh
my
yeah, with
baby.
the cartoon.
Yep, I found my baby, which was outstanding. Part 2, weak spot. Um, yeah, this I don't give a fuck what no one says. Not a classic record, but still a damn good album, especially during the post Thriller era.
Yeah, well nobody fucking with Thriller.
Now, I talked about this artist a couple of minutes ago, and I actually sold a single. I can't have the single without the album. I finally got Mary J. Blige's "No More Drama,"
Classic.
All right.
one of her best albums ever. I hate when her fan base was like, "This they don't like happy Mary J. Blige." 'Cause a lot of people in her family not like this album. I don't know what it is, but they prefer the trash ass Love and Life album. Well,
I
I'm
like
not gonna
that
say
album.
trash.
That
Not
album was
trash.
fire.
I never heard it, so
Yeah, man. That might be a double review. No more drama in love and life and shit. That might be
okay.
Let's do it.
We
Let's
like
do it.
Happy Mary J. Blige. We don't want her to just be sad, snorting cocaine all day.
exactly.
We want to see her dancing.
Facts.
Yeah, man. This was like kind of like a return to like the hip hop soul because the Mary album was more R&B based and shit like that. Everyone knows Family Affair. One of Dr. Dre's best beats, in my personal opinion. Like that, I heard that memories of hearing that beat when I was little. That song when I was little, like that. Let's get it pumping down, down,
Fire.
down.
Do, do, do,
Iteration.
do, do, do.
No More Drama, which sampled the greatest theme song in soap history, Young and Restless, and shit like that
So
too.
Lord.
You know what I'm saying?
Really rich.
Hate that
Hey,
goddamn show.
fucking come on now. Fucking this is this version does not have rainy days, thank God. You know what I'm saying? I never cared for rainy days and shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
The one
I
with Ja
think
Rule?
that
You didn't like that one?
yeah, I ain't like that one,
Wow.
man. Like
Oh, Ja Rule was on it.
yeah, man. But I guess a double review on this one and Love and Life is in the works and
Yes.
shit like that.
Definitely.
That might be after the first one after my break and shit. And
So,
of course, Ashley would definitely come on that one. So one of the best Mary J. Blige album, period. I don't give a fuck what no one says.
all right, this is the last one I'm showing tonight. It's a collectible. Shout out to the loyal subjects. Check them out if you love figurines. You love, pop figures. I'm on my figurine shit now. They got a lot of different figurines from Lord of the Rings and from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A lot of anime figurines as well. This one I end up winning. I ended up winning this one like a couple months ago. But the figurine that they had me win, it was from this legendary rock group, but that figurine was not available until like they actually came out with it. I think it was on Friday, and I couldn't wait because if I had gotten it on Friday, it wouldn't have arrived till like after the collection live stream. So I end up going with the face of this rock group from Kiss 76 Destroyer Tour. This is
Yes.
the demon Gene Simmons.
Oh
This
shit.
is a great
Mr. Long
figurine.
Tongue himself.
Yeah, and it comes with all the accessories, all the mic stands, the different guitars he had on the Destroyer Tour in '76. I love the packaging for this. Definitely a dope action figure. Again, theloyalsubjects.com. Check it out. They got ACDC, all their figurines, all the members for ACDC. They got all the members for Kiss. And I'm like, yo, I gotta go with the face of the band. So definitely Gene Simmons, legendary rock group.
Dope.
I would have went with Paul Stanley though, but that's just my choice.
They had him, but there was one of the members that it was for whatever reason it had just came out on Friday, July 1st,
Okay.
but I wasn't going to be able to get it in time,
Yeah.
so I went with the Gene Simmons joint.
You right. All right. Shout out to Mickey for this one. She showed this on her pickups video a couple of weeks ago. We're going with the late great Donna Summer. I have numerous copies of this, but this is a record store day exclusive. Very underrated album from Donna Summer, and we're going with Donna Summer self-titled picture disc, released in 1982.
I like that album.
Look at the back cover. She looking like an angel. She was looking real thick in that Love Is in Control music video. I don't know if she was pregnant at the time, but she definitely toned up, thick ass thighs and shit. I'm just leave it at that though. But you got other songs like Mystery of Love, State of Independence. The first time I heard this song, it made me cry, in my opinion, because the world that we're living in right now, you can definitely hear that song and like feel the souls of like the children all around the world just sing together in unison. If it hurts just a little, Lust Life and Living in America. This was produced by Quincy Jones. From what I was seeing on Wikipedia, I think she had a hard time like working with him. She didn't like working with him, in my opinion. And this was the only produced album that she ever had produced by Quincy Jones. But overall, this is a classic album in my opinion. Donna Summer, self-titled, released in 1982, celebrating its 40-year anniversary this year.
Classic.
Now I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for the next one. All right, we're going back to the 80s. I think this is the first hip hop movie soundtrack, in my opinion. The one that started it all when it comes to hip hop movies. Nas sampled one of these tracks off this legendary classic movie. If we going with Wild Style movie soundtrack,
Oh,
released in
Shit.
1983.
Got that one too, buddy.
Oh shit, okay. Yellow colored vinyl definitely was a monumental.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, boy, definitely a monumental hip hop album. Movie soundtrack from the 80s. Definitely around this time when people was trying to, come up together in the five boroughs in New York. My favorite songs off here is trying to see the Cold Cuts Brothers at the Dixie.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot that track that Nas sampled on here. It goes like this. Dun, 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 dun. It's on the Illmatic intro. I think
oh,
y'all
I
know
know
what
what
I'm
you're talking
talking.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that instrumental. That's fire as hell too.
I know what you're talking
Overall classic. Definitely paved the way for movies like Wild Style, Breaking. The Star Wars graffiti document from '82 definitely was influenced by this too, in my opinion. But overall, classic in my opinion for those '80s babies who grew up listening to this album, and definitely
about.
like hearing like what the true hip hop sound came from. It didn't come from Jamaica. I'm gonna just say this. Like I was saying at the beginning, you have a lot of people misquoting history about where hip hop music actually came from. Busta Rhymes, I hate to put you out there, but you was on some bullshit when you were talking about that. A lot of you dudes just be out here talking shit and not truly understanding where this hip hop shit came from. And you're supposed to be a hip hop expert, but everybody know that black people created hip hop. It didn't come from Jamaica. It didn't come from Puerto Rico. It didn't come from no damn China. People just in the mainstream media would just come up with anything. I was telling Reg and Ashley this earlier. It was a CNN I think it was a CNN page or something. I think they were saying this on TV. You had some white bitch talking about Jamaicans created hip hop, rap, and house music. And I was telling Reds that the house music genre started in Chicago. So when people want to know where the true essence of those music genres came from, they actually need to go to the people who actually paved the way for that music. In my opinion.
Facts. It started in the Bronx, 1520 Sedgwick Ave, BX. That's where it
DJ
started at. That's
Cool.
the birthplace of hip hop. Right. Cool Herc. That's right. Projects. That's where it started at.
And I just want to say that really people say Cool Herc, but it really was DJ Disco King Mario. Disco King Mario actually paved the way for hip hop to actually be a worldwide genre. It was mixtures of those people, and you can hear this dude saying that he didn't create hip hop. In my opinion, he was playing music just like all the other DJs around the city was playing. He just did it in his own style, in his own way. So when motherfuckers be talking about one person created hip hop, no, it was different people of different styles and different sounds that came up and put hip hop together on a worldwide format. It wasn't just one motherfucker that made this.
Yeah. All the greats, man. Cool Herc, Grandmaster Flash, African Bambaataa. You know,
All right, so this next one, um, this is to me, I think, one of the most underrated movies of the '80s. This one's called Something Wild. Um, this one has uh, Melanie Griffith, Jeff Daniels, and Ray Liotta. Rest in peace. Um, this was Ray Liotta's like breakout role, like despite being a couple of other things he did before this, but yeah, this is like a comedy slash thriller slash like crime drama. Like Ray Liotta, his character basically plays like the jealous ex boyfriend of Melanie Griffith,
Mhm.
and like the suspense in this movie was pretty, was pretty good. The comedy, like it all kind of like came together at the end. But yeah, I think this is like one of the most underrated movies of the '80s.
Okay.
And
I never
this,
saw that one.
huh?
I never saw that one.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'll check it out.
This next one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's best movies, in my opinion, Predator.
Yes.
And this one to me kind of had that vibe of like Alien. Like to
Mm-hmm.
me, it kind of did. You know what I mean? Like the casting was great. Carl Weathers, he did his thing in that. Direction, like the visual effects. And 1987 was, I think, to me, a very good year for like action
Yeah,
movies.
for
Like you
sure.
had RoboCop, you had Lethal Weapon,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all that other. You have other like great movies and stuff like that. So yeah, this one I just picked up today.
Are you going to see the new one? The new one is dropping in August.
I don't know, maybe
It looks good. It
does
definitely
it?
looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch the trailer for it.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm back. I got a CD and a vinyl. Okay, I'm gonna go by these real quick and shit like that. Um, another Mariah Carey. This time it's an EP, the legendary Unplugged EP.
You are
This
all
came out.
Mariah out today.
Yeah, I think I literally got almost everything minus Charm Bracelet and minus
Mhm.
everything post Emancipation
Right.
and stuff like that. Which I'm not really in a big rush to get those albums and stuff. So
Yeah, I don't blame
I love Mariah though. I gotta be honest and shit. Yeah, this I'm so glad I got the Unplugged EP and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Um, she actually did this because around this time, this was during the Milli Vanilli era. Um, she was lip
Mhm.
syncing and stuff like that too. So she ended up doing the whole Unplugged EP and stuff. And this was like one of the first Unplugged
Yeah,
albums, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
remember that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, this was one of the first Unplugged.
Yeah.
Let's go. Wow, damn, Mariah was
That's
breaking
the
it down.
one. Is that the one she did? I'll be there with Trailer
Yeah,
Runs.
yes,
Yeah, I remember watching that one. That's a good one.
yes. I love her version of emotions on this one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Definitely expect a review on this one. Probably I might slide this in. I do emotions and stuff like that, either emotions or music box. Spoiler alert: I do have music box.
You got that too.
Yeah, spoiler
You,
alert.
Mariah Carey
now,
shopping.
this next single. Every time I think of the single, I've always think of Taraji P Henson twerking on the BET Awards to this song, and I'm just gonna go by the first couple
you.
of lyrics. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh Lord,
yeah. Ow.
doing the butt. Oh God,
In the butt.
Oh,
I
this
you got the soundtrack? Oh, you got the
got the
soundtrack.
I got
Oh,
ain't
you
the
singing.
nothing
single.
wrong when you want it in the
Oh,
Yeah,
butt all
niggas
night
is
long.
yeah. Come
That's
on.
that
no,
go-go
Yeah,
shit, DC nigga.
yeah,
yo,
yeah. Ow. Try, you don't like this song.
I like the song, but I never kid. I mean, I just thought it was overhyped,
I
man.
ain't doing all that now. I like the song, but I ain't doing it in no butt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I'm just say that.
song right
This was
here.
way before Future said I'm gonna put the thumb in your butt. So you better thank those dudes for your career um
yo,
problems, Future.
For those who don't know who EU is, they were a go-go band. All my DC fans, y'all should know, fronted by Gregory Sugar Bear Elliott. They did a couple of They did one album, Free Yourself, back in '77 and stuff like that. But it was the song "The Butt" that really broke them out there when it was on the School Days soundtrack. Very dope
yeah,
Spike Lee movie. One of the Spike Lee movies that got him that got him noticed, in my opinion, and shit like that
yeah.
too. Um, Yeah, man. Very, very. I love this song. I remember the one BT Award. I think it was a fucking 2017 or some shit. They did a whole DC tribute, and they actually performed. And Taraji B Henson came out of nowhere, just started twerking on TV and shit like that.
I remember that. I remember that joint.
I was like, yo, yeah, this single right here, all legendary and shit like that. And they're one hit wonders, by the way, too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The DVD for School Days comes with the soundtrack. The original
Oh, wow.
DVD, not the Blu-ray, not the 4K. The original DVD. Because I bought it. It comes with the soundtrack for the movie.
Okay, this was up.
When the
All right, man. This nigga. My last two. One's an 8-track and one's a soundtrack that is very dear to my heart. I never listened to this album before, but I got it on 8-track. Haven't bought no 8-tracks in a long time. And it is the Brothers Johnson with their 19, I think about a 77, and it's Winners.
Classic album.
Yeah, I was trying to get Thriller on 8-track because I wanted another copy of it, but you'll be shocked how much these 8-tracks cost, like for certain days and stuff. So I just get what I can get. Yeah, kilo prices. I don't. If you go on, I want you after this. I want you to go online on eBay. Put in Thriller 8-track tape, and you will see an astronomical price of how much that shit costs. I'm gonna just leave it at that. This next movie soundtrack. This next one is a movie soundtrack. Shout out to Mike's Movies and Rants. He will definitely love this. This is one of the greatest movies of all time from like the 70s when it comes to like this movie it's basically like psychedelic but with like candy, in my opinion. It just take you on a magical journey. And we're going with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh man.
The 25th year anniversary edition.
Wait. Yeah, you got the OG version.
Ooh. Yep, the OG version. Yeah, boy.
That's coming out, showing out tonight. Okay.
Fire, boy.
Yeah.
I need the vinyl, man. Then my life will be complete. Like everybody in their mama and every little kid growing up listening to this classic soundtrack from the movie, man. It just take you on a magical journey. Why we can't get candy like this that was in the damn movie? We can't. We don't even have candy like that, man. Like, let me name you some of these classic soundtrack songs on this. Golden Ticket, Pure Imagination, The Candy Man, the Candy Man who will make your sunrise. I got a golden ticket. Yo, man, he was going. I wish I had a golden ticket. I want to go to the chocolate factory. Shit, damn.
Right.
I wish I had it. Pure Imagination, Oompa Loompa, Choompa Loompa, Doopy Dee Doo. The Wondrous Boat Ride. Yo, man, when it was on that boat ride, it was definitely like something out of hell because he was just going into like a crazy like rant, but it made sense. Everlasting God. Yeah, Everlasting God Stoppers, the bubble machine with like the soda. Like, can you imagine kids drinking that right now? They'll just be floating in the air. Like parents would just be calling like, I don't know, the fire department or like an airplane to get their kids down and shit. I want it now. Who's the little girl that blew up into like a blueberry? She was always chewing the gum and shit. I forgot her name off the Violet. Yeah, man. Overall, classic movie. Definitely a good thing from my childhood. Definitely classic material. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And look at the cover, man. You see the Wonka bar. Yo, this shit's fire, man. Like, I wish I had a Wonka bar, man. I want a golden ticket right now, man. Take me to the Chocolate Factory. I want to see something magical. You know, they don't make candy like they used to. They just come out with anything. Y'all kids wish y'all had the candy that we had when we was little and stuff. I can only imagine how it was in Try's era and stuff. I know he had some like
crazy.
Boy, I know you had
the best candy. You had the best candy. Sour Power, All Laters and shit.
Yeah, I know you had to go to the dentist numerous times because all that candy, man, boy, shit.
Absolutely.
Hey
They don't make candy like they used to, man.
Yo,
Nah,
I just looked on. Yo, I just typed in Michael Jackson 8-track. There's a dude online
$10,000,
that's selling Thriller on 8-track for
10,000.
$212 for one, and there's another one, and he's selling all of Michael Jackson stuff for $325, all
wow.
8-track.
Hey,
Crazy.
put in Thriller 8-track and see how much it costs them. I dare you.
Wow.
10,000. What the fuck?
I told you, man.
Bro,
Let me
I
show
would
y'all
never
my
pay
copy.
that. I
Let
would
me show
never
y'all
pay
my
that.
copy of Thriller. Wait a minute.
I would never pay that. Fuck no.
And it's sealed too. And that's
That
the
is
crazy
retarded.
thing about it. Like, ever since this man done died, they done went crazy. The 40-year anniversary of the
10
vinyl,
G's?
$100.
10 G's for 8-track. They wildin'.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
You think I'm finna pay $10,000 for this?
They bugging.
Right.
Unbelievable, man.
I love you, Michael. I don't love you that much.
Yo. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, how much
Yeah,
they
you'll
want
be
for it?
surprised, man.
$10,000. It's $10,000.
They want
And
10.
it's sealed.
They want 10
It's a sealed-
stacks.
It's a full copy. 10,000.
Man, for $10,000, I might as well get the next flight out, go to
They
Vegas.
bugging.
Ah, hell.
Yo.
You know how many lap dances you can get with that?
Right. Exactly.
So, question:
Unbelievable.
Who has more stuff to show? It's the
I got a pair of sneakers, but that's really about it. As far as like the records, I'm done for right now, but I'm going digging again this month. So
okay. What about you, Eric? Are you good?
I'm just going to show my last two. Then that'll be it for me, cause I'm gonna do the rest of my shit for the next video. We're going to Atlanta. Classic album in my opinion. The first two albums are really good. I wish they never would have broke up around the whole crunk era. We're going with Crime Mob, self-titled.
oh,
Fire album in my
Oh, wow.
opinion. Definitely
Yeah, we
around
love
that
it.
time when, yeah, man, that fight music, baby, that UFC type shit. You know, nigga be in the club with his shirt off, just throwing them balls and stuff. They were definitely around the time of like T.I., Pastor Troy, Little John and the East Side Boys, groups like that, Bone Crusher. My favorite songs off here is Crunk Inc., Nuck If You Buck, featuring Lil Scrappy. If You Got Anna, I'll Beat Your Ass, Stilettos, Pumps. Love that music video on YouTube, definitely fire. If You're Gonna Try Me, Ellenwood Area, Put Your Hands Up, Black Market, Digging Me. Overall classic album, in my opinion, definitely from that crunk era when niggas knew how to make music with the Atlanta sound. Actually sounding like Atlanta artists, just not sounding like syruped up future mumble type ass niggas. They actually were singing them and rapping about something. This is Crime Mob, self-titled. All right, we're leaving Atlanta. We're going to the Bronx. Underrated artist in my opinion. I wish he had a better discography, but he was holding his own down. In the Rough Riders camp. Don't really hear a lot of people talk about this album, but I always thought and this was an underrated classic album in my opinion. If we're going with Drag On, opposite of H2O, released in 2000. Really, really love this album. You got songs opposite of H2O featuring Jadakiss and Locks. Spit These Bars featuring Swiss Beats. Groundhog Day, Niggas Die For Me featuring DMX. Click Click Clack featuring Styles P. We see Ready for War featuring The Locks, The Way Life Is featuring Case. I definitely could have seen that as a music video. And What It's All About featuring Pharrell. I could have seen that as a music video too. Definitely give me like a Caribbean Miami type sound. And the last track was a bonus track, Life Goes On. Overall classic, underrated sound when it coming from the Rough Riders camp. Drag On opposite of
yeah, Down Bottom should have been on that album too.
Yeah. I could have sworn it was on the album. That was on the Rough Riders compilation, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maya, are you good for now? You got some more stuff to show?
Yeah, I'm good for right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I want to show these last four, and I'm gonna save the rest. No, Tuesday we're gonna do the MOP review, so I'll just do the rest of my pickups on that and stuff like that too. And if y'all free on Tuesday, of course, stop by as well and shit like that.
Okay. What time you gonna do it?
MOP Tuesday, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
If I don't be knocked out drooling over myself, I'll show up.
Okay, yeah, just let me know. Cause you know me. Anytime you want to come by, I'll show you some pickups. I can even do a late night stream. It's all good and shit.
Okay, it's cool.
Since BJ was not able to show up, I do gotta show him. I mean, I do gotta show him some love because he did get me this one comedy record I've been looking for years and stuff like that. This is from, in my opinion, the greatest stand-up comics ever walked the stage. And no, I'm not talking about Kevin Hart. It's Richard Pryor with Wanted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got that one too.
Oh, you got this one? Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah.
This came out 1979. This was around the time when he did the stand-up special live in concert, which to me, the best stand-up special in history, in my personal opinion. When he was wearing that red, he was sweating in his fucking armpits and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Fucking fire. You know what I'm saying? Definitely talk about Leon Spix with this one, Jim Brown, Hunting in the Woods. Like he was definitely on fire around this time too. Well, no pun intended, because y'all know I'm getting at with that. Yeah. So Richard Pryor, thank you so much, BJ. Hopefully you got some power soon. Good for you. All right. I gotta do this for Try.
Oh Lord.
Boston Boys. New edition.
Yes.
Got the,
now we talking.
Andy-
Now we talking. Come
Andy
on,
Heartbreak.
man.
Yeah.
The single, I love it. I had the poster on my wall back in the day for that.
Ah shit. Yeah. This
Single is
single's
fire. I haven't
think
found
nigga-
that on vinyl yet, yo.
Sam, I got this at Kenneapolis and when I was up there and shit like that too.
Yeah, I love the
Um,
remix for that.
Sam, that's the only reason why I got the single. That fucking
Yeah.
remix. And shit.
Yes.
That boy Richard
So
Pryor
what-
said, I ain't got no money, I ain't got no teachers, and I sure don't have no driver's license.
Shit. What I'm gonna show y'all, to me, this is a West Coast classic, in my personal opinion and shit like that. I got this for like fucking $2. This nigga had one of the illest voices of all time, and he also appeared on one of the greatest shows ever, Rock. Just to let y'all know.
Of course.
Tone
Yes.
Low.
All right.
Lowe's after.
We got to do a review of that on that. 'Cause I got that one too.
This one is coming up very soon.
Yes. Classic album.
This is a fucking masterpiece. I don't give a fuck. Yes, Young MC is whack, but his pen game was strong as fuck on this album. Cause he did write this whole fucking album, if I'm not mistaken.
And how did Tone Loc come out with a better album than Young MC?
Damn, because
That's
he
a
was
good-
writing it. Why you
that's a
couldn't do
good
that for your album?
Exactly.
I'm telling you, man, only song I know is I Got It Made. That's the only song I know from him.
That's it.
Wait. No. Young MC was
Oh yeah, Bust a Move. Yeah, Bust a Move, my bad.
Move.
Yeah, man. But still, this was back when Delicious Vinyl was on their shit too.
Yep.
Wild Thing was a big song. If I'm not mistaken, Eddie Van Halen actually took him to court because they sampled the Van Halen song "Jamie's Crying," but they removed the guitar part and they just had a drum break and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. You know, Funky Cole Medina. What y'all know about that shit? Come the fuck on. I Got It Going On.
Mhm.
I mean, this whole album. The Dust Brothers. They did some work on this album as well too. You gotta know them. They were working with the Beastie Boys on Tri's favorite album, Paul's Boutique, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a dope album. I just think it's overrated.
I disagree, but okay. Oh, shit. This album right here. A review is definitely coming
So
very
they
soon.
they re-released the Tone Loc album without the Eddie Van Halen sample.
No, I think they still have the Eddie Van Halen sample on that. Because
Okay.
they definitely settled the thing in lawsuits and shit too.
I'm telling you, man, you run that cheese and everything will be good after that.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Next, the last album for now. And honestly, I'm so fucking glad I got this record. It's actually the last great album from this particular artist, in my opinion. Um, she basically did a book where she fucked Big Daddy Kane. It's Madonna with a Ray of Light.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Classic.
One of the best albums ever. For Madonna,
Yes.
oh my fucking god, this album. She ended the '90s off with a bang. I don't give a fuck what
Definitely.
nobody says.
I gotta
Definitely.
listen to that. I got that in my collection.
Yeah, man. This album to me, I mean, she went in like, yeah, Bedtime Stories was not the biggest commercial success, even though personally, that's like my second favorite Madonna album and stuff like that.
Mhm.
With this one, she pretty much was influenced by electronica music, trip hop, and stuff like that too. Got her 4 Grammy Awards and stuff too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is known for songs like Frozen, the title track, which I love. I don't care what no one says. I love the video to that track.
That was
That
dope.
Ray of
Mhm.
Light, that video, man. Come on, like she
It was real
going in
trippy.
on
It
that.
was trippy. A trippy video.
Yeah, this was Madonna at her trippiest. Like
Yeah.
artistically, this might be her best album artistically, but I
Mhm.
still got Erotica over this one. I don't give a damn what no one says.
Mm.
Yo, Mike, did I ever show you the sex book?
No.
Oh,
You
shit,
lucky
hold on.
bastard.
No, I gotta show y'all this. This is a sex
If
book
you
right
ever buy that book, Mike, make sure you buy a new copy. Don't buy a used version.
We having sticky stuff all on the pages and shit.
For real. For real.
Look at this shit right here, boy.
Wow.
Yo, YouTube gonna get you, man. Chill out.
Yeah, you haven't. YouTube hasn't seen nothing yet. Look at that shit.
This nigga here.
Wow.
This is not made for kids, sir. They gonna I can see them now. They gonna send this nigga an email talking about this video is not sustainable for kids. We're gonna have to block it. Well, not fully block it, but make it like adult or something.
Just the settings.
That shit took me a lot of bread to get that shit.
Wow.
How much you pay? How much you pay for that? I want to know.
Man, I know. I think it's like 100. No,
It's like
not
400
400.
online. The new one
I
is
think it was
like,
like-
if they sell it new, it's 400 like sold sealed. It's 400 online.
Shit, I got this for like I think 100 or close to 200.
Oh, that ain't bad. Shit, I pay that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna go up in
And
price.
and it also came with an extra copy of Erotica too, so you know how much I'm down with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
my
comes with a
Rihanna.
comic book.
I got 2 copies of Rihanna anti vinyl, but one of them was a bootleg, so you know I paid like $50 for it.
Oh wow.
Oh shit. But yeah, this album is definitely coming very soon. We definitely got to go back to the Madonna reviews and shit. I think the only album I talked about was Like a Prayer, Erotica. That's pretty much it. I think we did Like a Prayer too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on
like
the first channel.
a Prayer, Erotica. What was the other one?
I could have sworn we did Like a Prayer.
Did y'all do the self-titled?
Nah.
Not yet.
Like a Virgin.
Okay.
You didn't do that one, right?
Nah, nah. We gotta look that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, we don't do like a Virgin.
Yeah. And that's all the albums I'm gonna show for now. I got about close to 20 more left and shit like that too, which I want to show that where we do the MOP review, because I damn sure I'm not gonna do no videos tomorrow. We'll later on today and shit.
Right.
Plus I gotta save my StreamYard hours because StreamYard's been on my ass lately. Alright, so got a few announcements gotta make. This upcoming Wednesday is gonna be the Mo Better Blues review and shit like that. Mike, you know, Mike's always invited to this one and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Next Sunday it's gonna be the Taxi breakdown and shit too. And you know what? I was thinking I might even review the Bob James soundtrack on that shit. I might. Yeah, it's gonna be a Taxi celebration, try. Gonna be a taxi celebration and shit. I might dress up like Louis and this shit. Have me on fucking purple shirt with a fucking vest and shit.
Wow.
That's stupid.
Yeah. But yeah, Samson, will you review Firing Squad? Yeah, I'm gonna review all those albums eventually. We're just gonna stick to with Tuesday. It's gonna be MOP to the Death and Teflon's album, the My Will album. Just to start it off and shit like that. We're gonna start off with a bang and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because MOP has been requested a lot on this channel. I got a few of this shit, but I had to do Nelly first. Shit.
Leave my boy Nelly alone, man.
Hey, I like Nelly. Certain people on this chat don't like Nelly. That's all I want to say.
Man,
This nigga try don't like Nelly, him and Mark going back and forth over Diddy. Like, what's going on in the world today, sir?
no, man.
I understand. So it's everybody's choice, though.
Shitty hip hop being made back then.
All right, okay. Yeah, man.
Shit, hell. I'm just glad we talked about a classic album with Country Grammar and shit.
I like that in Nellyville.
Yeah, Nelly
God damn, Madonna want all my money. I'm gonna have to trick off and be fucking some fat bitches to get this.
We did everything from Rage already. You missed it, Marcus.
Oh,
Yeah,
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
We did all the Rage albums, buddy. We did a whole Rage month. And you know what happened after Rage month? More fucking cops started beating up black kids and shit like that.
Right.
Made that make sense. But anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I gotta find my Teflon album so I can pull that shit out. And so right after this, I'm definitely gonna take me a little break after we do the taxi shit. But I'm definitely gonna let Ashley come back to show her albums and shit too. Whenever she's free and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Really can't wait for this upcoming week. And besides, if y'all thought these albums was dope, let me tell y'all, these next albums I got that crack, boy. Got that fucking crack.
Yeah, I got some good shit coming in the middle of the day too.
Right. Other than that, thank y'all so much for having me. Thank y'all so much for coming by and shit like that. Shry, shout out to Ashley, shout out to BJ and shit like that. Hopefully these guys in this straight. Shout out to Mark, appreciate it. Eric, as usual, appreciate this as well. I'm gonna see y'all when we do MOP Tuesday at 11 p.m. and whatnot. Hope you guys have a very good night.
Peace. You too, man. Peace out, homie. All right.
Oh, by the way, one more thing. Fuck 4th of July.
Yeah, 4th of July, suck a dick.
Right.
FBA.
Yeah.